Start it up. What's up, my dudes? Got us another MX Bikes live stream here. Holy shit. Know a lot of you boys enjoyed that last live stream, so we're getting it going again, baby. The most live streams I've ever done in the history of my YouTube channel. Literally, I've done like 5 in the last 2 weeks. What's up, boys? What's up? We got memberships open. I've been playing around with some cool different badges, and you can sit there on Isaac Lucas's name there beside him. He's got the little alien emoji beside him. It's a membership badge, and then custom emojis, obviously, to use in the live chat. But I'm playing around with some stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to let some of you dudes roll up in here before I take off. We got membership perks. You get invited to the Dude Ski Roll in my Discord. A lot of stuff with that. And I'm going to have a lot more stuff with that in the future. We're just getting it going. I'm going to let like 20 dudes get up in here, then I'll take off. What's up, boys? Yeah, what's up, Tennessee? Heard you've been playing this game. You big daddy on it yet? How's my mic sounding? I think I got it to the point now where I pretty much got everything set up like I want it. So I don't think I have to be too concerned with any of that. All right, so check out how badass this is right here, right? So I'm on the 2020, I think it's St. Louis track, right? And this is the pits right here, dog. Look how legit this is. Like, full-blown in the stadium pits area. What the fuck is this? This is crazy. Like, wow. This is taking it to the next level. When I first saw this, I was like, holy shit. This is the pits of a custom track, boys. This isn't like made by the developer. It's just a custom track. So you have the full-blown pits come out into the stadium. Dog, that's badass right there. I don't care who you are. Like, that's something that MX Simulator is just not doing right now at all. They're not doing anything like this. This right here is like taking it to that next level, you know? That real simulator, you're in the stadium, you're, in the pits in the stadium, all the way actually in a different place, and then you ride out into the stadium. Like, dog, come on now. That shit's too nasty, bro. Like, damn. Yeah, it usually takes a minute for some people to get up in the stream. I know a lot of streamers, they literally sit here for like, 10, 20 minutes before they even start. Dr. Disrespect waits like, what is it, like 30 minutes before he even starts his live streams? What's up? What's up, dog? All right. So this is the 2020 St. Louis Supercross track. We're going to be doing some Supercross riding here. Dude, I actually really, obviously, I enjoy Supercross a lot. That's what I learned first on MX Simulator. I'm going to get my shit set up right here so I can play and talk at the same time. Okay, let's see how we can do this here. All right, so yeah, what I was saying, though, is I loved Supercross on MX Simulator. That's what I started on in that game. That's what I first started playing in that game, right? So, to me, let me double this first lap. Let's do a little sight lap, then we'll really start hitting some fatty lines. Let's do our sight lap, boys. There definitely is something cool about MX bikes, like I'm saying, starting inside of the stadium, in the pits, and then coming out of the stadium, and tear-offs, and all this other shit. Rain mode and all this stuff. It certainly is trying to do some different elements that MX Simulator is just not doing right now, This is throwing me off how these tough blocks are just not collidable, because normally they're like literally insta-death in this game. So you're going to have to bear with me for a second. But this triple in right here, I have never rode on a Supercross track really on MX Bikes Live before, so give me a second to get my shit together. It's not easy to talk while you're playing a simulator that you haven't played a whole lot. Let me just say that, right? But let me get my shit together. So, all right, let's try to kind of run a lap here. See, I know this line over here, been kind of sweeping it wide, jumping to here, triple, nipple, triple there. Kind of botch that just a little bit. This jump right here, you have to really think about how you're hitting this, or you'll get the little wiggle action going on in the front end, right? The little over jump. Isn't it funny how this game does that? Like when you over jump or under jump, instead of just popping off of the bike like you would on MX Sim, it's like it tries to wiggle your front end, right? You get like super head shake going on. What are these whoops? I don't know why I'm like halfway struggling with them. All right, triple, 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 double. I need to double up the inside there. Whoa, big hoss. Whoa, daddy. All right, so I'm going to have to really like think about how I'm looking at chat and how I'm playing the game, because this shit's like, this is getting intense now to the point to where I really have to, you know, think about what I'm doing and when I'm looking at chat. So one dude said you should turn up your graphics. I play on a potato and my Renthal pad is actually readable. Okay, so the whole point why I have the graphics so low is to try to avoid the grain effect that happens on YouTube. You guys probably noticed it on my my James Stewart MX Bikes live stream. It gets that real grainy effect, and that's why you have to turn the graphics down. I love how people act like I have my graphics low just for like no reason, or I have a shit ass computer or something. Dog, there's a bigger reason behind it, okay? I have all the graphics turned down just about as much as possible to try and avoid that grainy, weird-ass shit that happens on YouTube when you make any sort of, you know, videos with snow in it or rain on it, and specifically these motocross games where the dirt decal gets really texturized. It creates a grain effect if you don't turn down the graphics like insane amounts. I'm telling you, dog, that's why I have to run my MX Sim graphics on half. I could run all these fucking motocross games on full-blown, maxed-out graphics. My computer can handle that, but I don't, because it actually makes it look worse. That's what's so weird about it. It makes it look worse on YouTube, the higher graphics. Like, if I had the dirt texture graphics up any more than I do right now, it would look even more grainy than it looks. Like, it would just look worse if I went up in the graphics. So, dog, I know what I'm doing, okay? You don't have to, you know, what the fuck are those graphics, Spence? Like, I'm trying to do it to make it look better. And it's weird me saying that, because it's like I have to lower the graphics to make it look better on YouTube, which makes no sense, but that's the way it is, dog. A lot of people don't understand how that is. And if you see me kind of slowing down here in the gameplay, it's just because I'm looking over at chat. But, yeah, I've had quite a few people tell, of all the things, like, that's some of the most comments I'm getting is like, dog, I can't even see your bar pad. Dog, what are those graphics? Dog, why do you have your graphics turned down so low? Meanwhile, they're not even a content creator, so they would have no idea what the hell's actually going on here. It's just like, bro, like, come on, dog. Let me do me. Let me worry about me, okay? Like, I'm not that stupid. I'm not just going to have my graphics low for no reason, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been like researching this shit, like testing this out for 2 or 3 years now on MX Simulator, like testing out having the ground decals on like 10 on MX Simulator, then lowering it down to whatever, you know, 7. And then I've got it to a point where on MX Simulator, you basically have to have your graphics, your ground decal graphics on 5, which is half. And if you go any higher than that, it just gets too grainy. And if you, but like if you go any lower than that, it doesn't really do much more, like helping it wise. So 5 seems to be pretty much the best graphical option, ground decal option. Dude, I'm giving you boys way too many content creator tips here for MX Simulator content. Maybe I can hit that rhythm someday. I'm trying to talk while I'm doing it, but what's up, Algot? But yeah, people don't understand how that shit works. Like, just go look at some MX Bikes gameplay, specifically on that, what is that, forest track, whatever the fuck that track is, seems to do it worse than any other track. And you will see, hell, go look at my James Stewart MX Bikes live stream video, and you will see what I'm talking about when I say that grainy ass effect that it gets, bro. It almost makes it like unwatchable on YouTube. So that's why I have the graphics as low as they'll go, because what it does is it smooths out those ground decals. It smooths all that shit out when you lower the graphics. So then for whatever reason, YouTube's system doesn't like, you know, create as much of that grainy effect, because it doesn't, you know, have that like snow, rain falling effect as much on it. So that's why you lower the graphics, because it smooths the actual terrain graphics out to the point to where it doesn't make as much of that effect, right? So, but that's where it comes from. That's why it happens. That's why I'm running low graphics. So just thought I'd let you boys know. Oh my shit and titties. Holy crap. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to whip that far. Oh my God. Now we're getting that vibe going. Now we're getting this shit rocking, baby. Just give me a couple laps. I'll get warmed up here. Let me die real quick. What's up, good? What's up? What's up, good? What's up, Barney? I was trying to say what's up and what's good at the same time. What's up, good, dog? Oh my God, we could turn that into something, bro. What's up, good, dude? Holy shit. Trip ski. I'm pretty sure I can quad ski this right here, because I keep over jumping the shit out of it in the middle of that section. But yeah, this track is badass. This is the 2020 St. Louis. You can find it on MX Bikes Mods. It's literally like one of the most recent Supercross tracks in the game. So yeah, we'll see here. I know there's a different rhythm I can actually hit here, but this is just kind of the one I've been hitting. I can hit, so I'm thinking you can quad that right there at the end too. Couple of big quad daddy fatties, but I gotta figure out what I'm doing before I try to hit it. What's up, boys? Appreciate you tuning in. We got 2 teacups on deck, as per usual. MX Bikes Supercross. Does it get any better? I don't really know. I don't think so. All right, let's quit pussyfooting around on these whoops. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm getting all scared. I'm getting like stage fright right before I go through the whoops. I don't know what I'm doing. Holy shit. Okay, so if you're just trying to kind of get an idea of how many hours I have into the game now, I would say like maybe 70, somewhere around there, you know, 75 maybe total. So I certainly have not just been like sitting down playing this shit nonstop like since I made that MX Bikes Pro video. Not at all. I mean, I'll go like, you know, I'll go 2-3 nights without even touching the game. Then I'll play it for like 3 hours one night. Then I won't play it for like a day. And then I'll play it for like 2 hours the next night. You know what I mean? So I'm not like super hardcore playing the shit, but I am playing it more now than I ever have before. So that's cool. Yeah, we got memberships popping off. Got a lot of stuff going here, dog. Told you I wasn't playing around with these live streams 2020, brother. Can we pop a Willy No Squilly Wet Willy Wednesday? Dude, we need to try some rain mode on this shit too. That'd be fun. So I come around them whoops actually start really early in that corner. I think that's what's catching me off guard. And most of the whoops in this game, like on the default Supercross tracks, are quite a bit less peaked than that. So I think that's kind of tricking me up there a little bit. All right. And obviously when you're trying to live stream and talk and play a simulator at the same time, obviously you're going to be going about half of the speed that you could actually be going. What the fuck did I just hit? What was that? Okay. Yeah, so on Steam, I have like 18 hours into this game, but obviously I had the game, the OG version of the game, before it was on Steam, so I'm just guesstimating I have like, you know, combined with all the time I have in the 18 hours on Steam, I'm just guesstimating around 70 to 75 hours. Of course, you can't track how much time I had before I got the game on Steam, but that's about where I would say I'm at on it. So, you know, just to give you a little perspective, when I had this amount of time that I have in MX bikes into when I first started playing MX Simulator, I still couldn't even, like, get around a Supercross track at all. No tripling in, no, you know, no hitting whoops, like, pretty much at all. That's how it was when I was like 70 hours into MX Simulator. So it just kind of, yeah, once you learn one simulator, you're obviously going to be able to learn another one a lot quicker. I understand that, but I certainly do think MX Bikes is more, it's just more beginner friendly. It's a little easier to get into. I don't know exactly why that is. I don't know what it is with the physics. Obviously, once you get to tripling and quadding and all this shit, it gets a little more, you got to time the shit out a little more, but as far as just like holding the bike up and getting around a track, that aspect seems quite a bit easier on MX Bikes than it did on MX Simulator to me. So, and if you guys think I have my bike like modded out or like super set up or whatever, you're mistaken, brother. Because I got this shit pretty much on stock everything. So, yeah. Stock camera views, stock suspension, stock fucking everything. I just want to learn the pure way to play the game. I don't want to have some setup in there that's like fucking changing the game, you know. I want to learn the game with a pretty much stock style setup. Then once I kind of learn the game, then I can go in there and start tinkering around with shit, right? Fine tuning. So many people make that mistake in these simulators of trying to you know, they'll try to change things too early. People do it all the time on MX Simulator. That's that other rhythm right there, by the way. You can kind of sneak up the inside and do like a double at the beginning. Oh, baby. Okay, but yeah, a lot of people make that mistake in these simulators. Fuck. Little slide down. Yeah, keep talking, Nathan. Keep talking, big dog. So, yeah, what I was saying, though, is, you know, it's just like a lot of people try to change the shit before they even know what they're even changing and what it's even doing. You see what I'm saying? So with the simulators, you got to be careful of that because you'll end up changing something that really is not helping you, but you think it is helping you. So you got to be careful of that. Woo-hoo-hoo. There we go, bro. There we go. A little jump to there, a little jump to there. Not worth quadding that when you hit that rhythm. Okay. Now we're vibing. We got a cutie in the chat. Wow, isn't that funny? Oh, boys. It's funny when that happens, isn't it? I think what I can actually do here, this is a lot easier. Oh, this guy. Oh, man. Yeah, you're going in timeout, too. Got to put you in timeout like a little baby. That's cute, isn't it? Okay. All right, let's get this shit on. By the way, that's why you just go ahead and ban people when they start, you know, start causing a ruckus. You just ban them at the start. Makes it easier. Let's do a little rain mode, huh? Do a little rain mode, huh? Oh, shit, not realistic. Rainy? There we go, bro. To be 100 with you, I was expecting a lot more of these little troll, you know, little fuckboys to be in here. But, yeah, I've had to ban a few, but I was expecting more. You know, Spency Boy, real talker. They can't handle it, right? Dude, look at this shit. Start in the stadium, right? All right, we got the rain mode. Interesting how this rain mode affects the game, right? Obviously, it's a very visual on the screen, type thing in that sense. I don't know how much it changes, like the traction. I'm not really sure. That's what I just don't know, like what the rain mode does to the track exactly, because I don't know if it's like does different things on different tracks. I don't know how the shit works. I literally don't know. What the fuck is on my screen? Hang on just a second. Oh, they got some. It's not the water effect in the game, I promise, guys. Got some shit on the screen. I don't know what that was. Yeah, could you imagine if MX Bikes was like on a fucking Xbox or some shit? That'd be kind of funny. It seems like a game that they could do that with at some point. MX Bikes definitely seems more like it could be on consoles than, MX Simulator. Now, I don't know how much more friction it adds to the track. Whoa, a little slick there, huh? God dang. That's like, I just don't know. When you have the rain mode on, I haven't played enough with the rain mode to actually know what it does exactly. And that's the thing. If it does a certain thing on one track, it might do a completely different thing on another track, right? But the rain mode's interesting because it's, whoa, certainly getting some lag with the rain mode on. I don't know where that's coming from. Okay, jump to there. Yes, sir. Jump to there. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now we're scooting her. Oh, whew. Get on the gas a little hard there, boys. All right, just got to figure out how to roll around these. Fuck, why did I slide there again? That's a little annoying. I don't know if that's really because of the rain mode or it's just me getting on the gas too hard. I don't know. Let's see here. Dude, those two little doubles back and forth pretty fun. Shit's pretty fun in this game. But yeah, I certainly think MX Bikes is more made for motocross than it is Supercross, like at its current physics point, right? But, I know a lot of people that play this game that don't really even play Supercross in this game at all. Like, at all. I actually enjoy the Supercross this game quite a bit, just because I love Supercross and MX Simulator. That's how I learned MX Simulator. So it's kind of like I want to do the same with MX Bikes, right? I just feel like Supercross, when you're constantly having to jump and go over these steep obstacles and hit whoops and hit these corners and all this shit, I feel like it makes you better faster than learning the game on a motocross track. But that's just me personally. I've always thought that about MX Simulator. On a motocross track, what? You got like 2-3 jumps that are some little baby, 30-foot tabletops. A lot of times on those, more beginner-style motocross tracks. So I just feel like that's not helping you get faster at the game the fastest way possible. Right? Obviously, motocross has its own differences with higher speeds and roughness and all that kind of jazz. I understand that, but it's kind of like this, right? Like if you can go fast on a Supercross track in these simulators, I promise you can go fast on a motocross track. But it's not necessarily that way vice versa, right? If you can go fast on a motocross track, it doesn't necessarily mean you can go fast on a Supercross track because it's completely different. A completely different way of learning the game and obstacles and everything else, right? So it's kind of the way I've always thought about it. I'm not saying, just because you can go fast on Supercross, you can come over here and go wicked fast on motocross without ever even training on it, but I certainly think if you learn Supercross all the way, it makes learning motocross like a breeze in these games. Because Supercross is a lot harder to learn. It's a lot harder to figure out how the bike's going to lean forward and back. What's up, Aiden? The dude says, can you put the sit and standing position indicator to give me an idea on how to get faster? Well, let me give you a little tip right here. I don't ever even sit down at all. I'm standing the whole time, Big Hoss. So there's your, your position indicator for you. Same way on MX Simulator. I don't ever sit down. unless I'm trying to do like a certain seat bounce on a jump or something like that. But as far as like sitting down just in general or like sitting down in corners, I don't do it. I don't do it. I think a lot of people think it does more than it really does in these simulators. I'm not saying it does nothing, but it's not like a must, obviously. I mean, if you can get to my level on MX Simulator without ever sitting down, I mean, pretty obvious it's not a must, right? It's not even really a must a lot of times on big quad seat bounce rhythms on MX Simulator. I just do it sometimes just to get a little, literally like 2% extra pop off of the jump face. That's all it's really doing when you seat bounce a jump on MX Simulator. It's just doing that little bit, just giving you a little more boost up in the air. It's not really making you jump any farther, I don't feel, on Sim. It's just kind of changing the trajectory of it a little bit. Yeah, it does seem like my front end's dipping and diving a little more. Stuff. Hearing some weird ass noise. Sound like somebody's fucking got some water on somewhere or something. But some people do look at that whole learning these simulators differently. They look at it like, I'm going to go learn motocross because it's easier and it's going to be like a slower progression into the game and all these other, ideologies. And I get that side of it too, but I'm just telling you, there's literally, you're jumping 2 or 3 times as much on a Supercross track typically than you are on a motocross track. So you're learning the leaning forward and backwards hucking, how that bike's going to react on a jump face. There's that triple, boy. The first time I hit that, holy shit. It teaches you how to lean forward and backwards quicker on Supercross than it would if you're trying to learn the game on a motocross track. It just is. I mean, because you're jumping constantly, right? And I find it to be a lot. It's like once you learn how to jump on MX Simulator, and plus you're learning how to corner because you're having to corner so much more. I mean, yeah, motocross, there's like big sweeping rutted corners and all that. I understand that, but with Supercross, right? And the thing is, okay, this is what I was trying to explain when I was saying that before. With Supercross, when you learn the gameplay in Supercross, it really teaches you how to where you have to. Why is that tough block collidable of all the tough blocks? Crazy moments, bitch. So what I'm trying to say, let me get to my point here. And of course, I can't hit that when I'm trying to think about what I'm talking about. But my point is, like, on MX Simulator, when you go from that transition of being able to, like, only be able to double into a really big rhythm section to being able to actually triple into a big rhythm section, it teaches you how to get that, what I call that proper necessary speed from the berm to the corner, or from the berm corner to the first jump face of a rhythm, right? It teaches you how to get that actual speed because you have to be able to get that speed on Supercross tracks to be able to hit triple ends, right? There's no other way to do it. You have to know how to get speed out of a corner. You have to know how to carry speed on a Supercross track, or you're not even going to be able to hit the obstacles, right? So it forces you to learn how to get that low, that sort of acceleration style, quick speed, getting on the power in the bike out of a corner. It teaches you more how to do all that, I feel like, on a Supercross track than a motocross track, because a motocross track, you don't even necessarily have to get a lot of power out of the corner, because a lot of times it's some super big flowing corner that you can just be going in third gear, half throttle to hit the next jump. It's not as critical to get super on the gas out of the corner on a motocross track like it is a Supercross track. So that's what I'm saying. It's sort of like learning Supercross obstacles almost forces you to become a professional in the game, just like by nature, because you have to be able to go wicked fast to even hit the obstacles, right? Whereas motocross, it's almost like you can get away with being half-assed on the throttle and still get around the track, but you can't really do that on a Supercross track if you're hitting the big rhythms, obviously. If you're not hitting the big rhythms, then yeah, you kind of can, but You see what I'm saying, though? It's like it forces you to become fast in the game on a Supercross track, or it's just not even really enjoyable because you can't even hit the obstacles, as I'm not hitting the obstacles here. But you see what I'm saying, though? But I get it, though. Like, I get the whole side of, you can argue that you learn how to carry speed, certainly higher speeds in motocross. You learn how to hit more rut designs in motocross. There's a whole different kind of side to learning motocross, right? But by the way, the reason why I'm not really pulling tear-offs is because the rain just gets right back on the tear-offs after you pull it, so not really much of a point there. But oh dog, that's getting a little sketch balls. Okay, let me just go left to right in this son of a bitch. You're up. Knew I was gonna die there. Okay, so this guy says, any tips for MXM other than just grind if you want to be good? Any keys to consistency? That's what I struggle with the most. Well, the thing about it is it's people get so, everybody's got to be a professional on MX Simulator 2, right? And try to explain how to play the game and everything. I try not to be too much like that because most people don't even know what they're talking about, but the thing, whenever I say things like, just play the game more, just play the game more, if you just play the game more, everything will happen. That's such a true thing about MX Simulator, because when you just play the game more, you learn how to become more consistent. When you just play the game more, everything feels better. Everything feels more natural and more comfortable. Why do I keep hitting that little shit? You know what I'm saying? So it all kind of roots back to just playing the game more. And getting in there and racing in random online servers. That's another big thing with MX Sim. You got to actually race with people because that's what pushes you past your own limits. And that's kind of what starts to get you learning the game more. It's not, and then it's the whole other side of most people are just not consistent in MX Simulator at all. Like most of the time on a random online server, as long as you don't wreck, you're going to be just fine. You're going to win every single race. Hit the obstacles and don't wreck, and I swear to God, you'll win 99% of those random online races. That's just the way the game works, because most people aren't consistent. They can be wicked fast, but then they wreck at lap 3, and then you just go right by them, and then you win the race. Right? So, but it's not... You don't want to be consciously trying to do this or do that, or this is a certain skill, I got to... whatever, just play the game more and it'll all make more sense. Just play the game 3 times as much as you think you should be playing it, and then everything just makes more sense. The setup makes more sense. The feeling on the bike makes more sense. The fucking everything. It's everything. That's the key to everything. It's so deep-rooted in simplistic nature. It's insane. People think there's this magical setup, this magical button, this magical shit, when in reality, it's all just simple. It's right there in front of you. Play the game more. Then it's everything is just easier at that point. And then it's like magic because you played it so much to the point to where it's like you've learned the game like the back of your hand, and then you start being able to do things in the game that you never have before. Then you play it to a point to where you're starting to do certain things that nobody's ever done before. You know what I mean? You kind of start doing that, and that all comes from that playing it over and over, consistently playing it day in, day out, racing day in, day out. It just, that's how you get good at anything in life. There's no special trick. There's no special anything. You probably heard Ricky Carmichael give this whole spill about everything else. If it was easy, everybody would do it. If there was some magic button, everybody would do it, right? It's the way with anything. It's the way with making YouTube videos. It's the way with real life riding. It's the way with MX Simulator. It's the way with anything. Do it more than anybody else, and I promise you will be better than anybody else. Period. Right? And there's a lot of people doing it a lot, doing it every day. So it's all in how much you want to do it, but I'm telling you, the more you do it, the better you're going to get, period. Stop looking for some secret. Stop looking for some magical, quick button. It doesn't exist in this shit. I'm telling you, it doesn't. You know, it just doesn't. But, you know, it's the way it goes, man. That's a valuable life lesson I learned learning MX Simulator, man. It all comes down to the basics. Like, I learned that entire game from playing the game, right? So, you know, I didn't have some pro dude over here telling me, set your bike up like this, do this kind of thing, run this kind of gearing bullshit. I didn't have any of that. I didn't have any kind of, you know, MX Simulator mentor or whatever the hell you want to call it, right? I wasn't looking at a bunch of MX Simulator guide videos. I just played the game. It's funny how when you just play the game more, you learn the shit. It's funny how that works, right? All right, I got to turn this rain mode off here. All right, got a donation from TRD underscore Hilly High 007. He sent me $2.79. He says, can we play sometime MXM? Yeah, I'll be getting back on MXM pretty soon. But I appreciate your super chat there, buddy. That's like the third super chat I've ever gotten in my life on live stream, so means a lot, dog. Appreciate you. Okay, let's try a different track here. Let's try this Nevada 13. So this is a track that is just in the game by default, right? Just straight up by default in the game. What's up? What's up, dog? Okay, let me get this shit right here. Rainy, we don't want that. Clear, start. Any good tracks I should download? Yeah, James Stewart Compound, that's 2020 St. Louis track I was just on. You know, I'm sure there's a few. They got a lot of stuff. Just go to mxbikesmods.com. You'll see some of it. They got some cool shit. Of course, I got to piss like a racehorse. You know the T vibes are hitting good when you got to piss like a racehorse, dog. But yeah, you can kind of see the difference in like, oh, this has got a fatty rhythm on it. This track's tough. This big rhythm right here, like, holy guac and chips, Barneasy. This shit gets real. Plus, now we're on a track where the tough blocks are literally worse than Supercross 3 when it first came out. Yeah, I know that's hard to imagine, but it's true. So, you know, the track we were just on, that custom St. Louis 2020 track, that shit had basically non-collidable tough blocks, so, which makes it a lot more forgiving. This has fully collidable, literally center block tough blocks, so you got to be a lot more careful on this shit. Oh, let me flip over again. Damn, another super chat from TRD Hilly High 007. $6.99. What a legend. Gives me a thumbs up. Damn, 2 super chats, dog. Holy big hoss. Yo, hit me up on TRD Hilly High 007. Hit me up on Insta at Spencer Turley, no space and no capital letters, and I'll figure out who you are, and I will get you in my Discord. I'll remember your name, and I'll get you my Discord and everything, and next time I'm playing Sim on there, I'll hit you up. I appreciate the super chat donations there, buddy. Shit. Yeah, we got memberships open. We got super chats open. We got the shit popping off, dog. By the way, if you're like, what the fuck, why are you going like half speed, Spencer? It's because I'm trying to look at chat while I'm playing a simulator. I know I'm a big hoss. I know I'm a legend, but, you know. That's why I'm not going like wicked fast speed. Wicked. Oh, dude, that big daddy line. See, these tracks you can't land, you know, more on the side of a jump like you could on that 2020 St. Louis, right? All right, bro, I'll hit you up, TRD. But yeah, they definitely have some issues with object collision in this game, like no doubt. Literally, like the fences around some of the MX tracks will absolutely swallow you in a half, and I'm not even kidding. Like you barely get stuck on them, you cannot move. It's insane. These tough blocks are absolute center blocks, like the worst tough blocks I've ever seen in any motocross game in my entire life, and I'm not over-exaggerating when I say that. So no wonder a lot of these custom tracks in this game just have completely non-collidable tough blocks. Like, no wonder. So I don't know if that's like they've got a little bug with their object collision, the way that works in the game, right? Like the game engine right now. I'm not sure why it's doing that. See, like that right there? I mean, that was, I probably should have wrecked, but there's times where you will barely, you know how in MX Sim, a lot of the tough blocks in that game, you can kind of kiss up the side of them and still, it may give you a little bit of, front fender shake or whatever, and sometimes you can kind of run through them a little bit on MX Sim. They're not just like completely 1000% solid. Well, that's not how this game is. Dude, this rhythm right here, holy ass. This rhythm's big hossing, dog. All right, I'm going to go to a different track because that rhythm's kicking my ass. That one, like, you got to know what the hell you're doing on that one. No doubt. I'm not sure why it's doing that to you, TRD. All right, let's go to Nevada 18. So Nevada 13 and 18, which is Vegas, right? Obviously. These are the two Supercross tracks that are just in the game by default, from what I can see. So, yeah, I could hit that big rhythm on that track right there if I wasn't live streaming, but that's a little too much focus mode for me while I'm streaming. I need to get on a little bit easier of a rhythm track here. That's kind of shit where you got to be leaning just perfectly. You can obviously see what I'm saying about the tough blocks, like barely even kissed them. And it's just like, nah, dog, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Yeah, I definitely like riding on that newer 2020 St. Louis track better than these, for sure. Man, when you got such sturdy tough blocks, it makes the track feel like twice as narrow, right? Even though it's probably not much more narrow than the 2020 St. Louis, it feels like that just because you can't even remotely kiss up the side of these tough blocks or you're going to insta-die. So kind of creates a different, different feeling and different element to it. Love when it does this action. It's a lot of fun. So this one's got a pretty big hoss and triple right here. We get stuck on the tough block again. Swear to God, like, Paboso's going to have to fix these tough blocks, dog. They're pretty horrendous. Okay, let me remember what the hell I'm doing on this rhythm, then we'll get it going. We'll get it popping off. Okay, finish line. This weird-ass wall right here. Got to be careful on that. But yeah, I run a lot more of like a stock style gearing in this game than I do on MX Simulator. I don't know why, like more of a, kind of more longer gear style seems to feel better in this game. These tracks were made kind of interesting. It was like a lot of the jumps were really close together and the tracks are pretty narrow. The ones that just come with MX bikes, like Nevada 13 and 18, they're definitely a whole different vibe than some of those custom Supercross tracks. I certainly like the feeling of those custom Supercross tracks quite a bit more. I'll throw up a, I'll host a world here in a second and let you guys join in on that newer. Any of you guys that are wanting to play, just make sure you got that newer 2020. I think it's St. Louis. It's that track I was on at the beginning of this stream. Pretty sure it's 2020 St. Louis. You'll see it on MX Bikes Mods. But I'll put that up on a server and we can play on it here in a minute. But hell yeah, dog. I appreciate those donations there, buddy. Dog, why don't you become a member? You donated me like $2 some odd and then $6.99, right? Might as well become a member at that point. And I will get you in my dude ski roll in my Discord and all that kind of shit. That's basically how I'm going to start inviting some of you guys that are wanting to play with me in some of these games and shit. that's how I do it. Like any of you guys that become members, I invite you to the Dude Ski Roll in my Discord, and then it's kind of like a separated thing from everybody else in my Discord, and that's kind of, plus I've got a little option there where I can send just to members only on YouTube. I can do like polls. I can, send messages to members only and shit. So that's kind of what that is meant to be. It's like a fan, I'm going to start doing, members only, fun races, all that kind of shit, right? And when I have to put my chat in members only mode, yeah, right, Spence, you're not that big. When I ever have to do that, right, you'll obviously be included in that. So members only chat, right? But we're popping off. We got like 30 dudes up in here. What's up, boys? How do I do that one? You hit join. Literally go to the front page of my YouTube channel and hit join. And it'll tell you what sort of badges and perks and custom emojis in the live chat and all that kind of stuff that you get. But yeah, now that I'm live streaming a lot more, the whole membership thing, Dude Ski membership thing it's gonna become a lot bigger of a deal, right? So that's kind of the plan. So the way you got to have 30,000 subscribers, I believe, to get memberships on YouTube. But if you're a gaming channel, you don't have to have that many. So I kind of was able to get that before a lot of channels are. Now we're getting this track figured out. Got to be careful here. I think jumping up over that would probably be better there. Whew, those tough blocks give me so much anxiety, dude. Like, this shit scare the shit out of me. Yeah, I think on a phone, for some reason, you can't really, like, join the membership thing on a phone. I don't know why that is, but YouTube definitely needs to update that. So you're able to send super chats on a phone, but you can't join the membership on a phone. That's interesting. Not sure why it would be like that, but I have heard that. Like, people can't... saw that on Dr. Disrespect stream. A lot of people couldn't join his, Champions Club on a phone, so I think it's the same deal here. Oh, I need to start hitting that quad. I'm like kind of being a little girl there a little bit, not getting on the gas enough there. This game, you got to be careful. You got to be careful when you're trying to jump a big jump like that. You get on the gas too much, and there's just no way to save it, right? So that's kind of what happens there. Okay. Dude, I'm just chilling, though. Like, I'm not trying to look, super fast on MX bikes right now. I'm just playing the game, having some fun. Yeah, remember the days when you could, like, just play a simulator and have fun? Oh, my God. I'm telling you, dude. If you ever go down the road of getting really good at MX Simulator or, like, starting to make content on any of these motocross games, gone will be the days when you could just sit down and play a motocross game for fun, because it's like everybody and their grandmother is looking at it like, oh, you're this fast? Oh, you don't understand the game because you're not this fast? What are you talking about? You got to be this fast. You got to be pro. You got to do this. You got to do that. You don't understand the game. I understand the game more than you because I'm better than you, just because of this one little snippet of gameplay that I'm seeing you play. You know what I'm saying? So it just like turns into a whole nother animal. Woo! A little too much seat bounce there, boy. Yeah, I don't really like to get into political talks on here because, if you want to see political shit, you can go watch any news channel, right? Kind of annoys me now that it seems like politics is literally in everything. Everything. Sports, this, that, and another. It's like, damn. I don't know. I just don't want to, I don't want to do that here. That's why I don't really talk too much about that kind of stuff, just because it's just like, man, there's so many other places. There's a lot of political stuff going on. I just don't want to, create a political channel. So you got to be kind of careful of, doing that. Quad this. There we go. That's not even a big quad. I don't know why I wasn't hitting that. Let's try to hit this triple in. This bitch kind of scares me a little bit. So tight out of that corner, and then you can't hardly do it because the tough blocks are too hardcore. Dude says, why don't you adjust your field of view in first person? Well, probably because this first person settings I have on here is about the closest to my MX Simulator. The way it looks in first person when I'm playing MX Simulator, that's what based all this like first person settings, that's what I based it off of, right? And if I change it too far from that, what's going to happen is when I play MX bikes, it's going to feel completely different than when I'm playing MX Simulator, and it's going to make it a lot harder to go back and forth between them. So that's why I'm running like a certain first-person setting on MX bikes, is to try to make it as identical as I could on my MX Simulator first-person settings, right? It's obviously not exact, right? But it's just something I've kind of started to get used to. It's kind of the way I've played MX bikes. So once you get used to something, it's kind of, you know, I'm not really big on changing things, especially when I'm just learning it. Like, it's one thing once I fully learn the game, and then I can go in there and start kind of jacking with it, fine-tuning it a little more, but I just don't really care about changing any of that right now. God, that's a big hoss triple. Like, I can hit the triple in, but then I can't do much more after that. Just, man, that's a close triple jump. That's a close one, dog. Yeah, I do want to spark back up the whole, let's see, return to pit. All right, we're going to go to that track. I'm going to start a online world here. Just make sure you have the 2020 St. Louis, I think it is. Host world. Password is Turkey, as always. Okay. Yeah. It is, I can tell you right here what track it is. 2020 Supercross Round 2 St. Louis Race Edition, whatever the hell that is. It's on mxbikesmods.com. You can find it on there. Yeah, I'm going to start that shit up and take a piss real quick. BRB, my dude. Alrighty then. Okay, so the actual name of it when you go to the different servers is just going to be called Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey. You know what it is, boys. Okay. 2 track. Alright, I'm going to chill right here for just a second. Sounds like I installed a waterfall. Yeah, you got to be a big hoss to piss that long, big dog. Take some skills. Server name is Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey. 2020 St. Louis. Hop up in there, boys. Oh, eating my nuts, dudes. We're just chilling in the pits, just you know, doing our stretches, right? Doing our shake weight workout, preparing to go on the track. Holy shit. Dude, this little area is badass. I love the pit area of this Supercross track. This shit's cool, dude. What's up, my dude? Ski, TRD, Hilly High 007. What a big hoss. Appreciate you becoming a member. So yeah, now I'll get you in my dude ski roll in my Discord. And I'll also be shouting you out in a video as well. Yeah, you boys like that little alien emoji? Or it's actually a badge, but yeah. Thought it was pretty big, awesome. I'm trying to figure out what like badge I want, which shows up beside all my members' names when in the live chat and in comments on my YouTube videos. I'm trying to decide on what I want to do. I like the little alien face. I had it on like a purple star before. Not really sure what I want to do with that. All right, boys. We're going on teacup number 2. Yeah, it takes a while to sync up to these tracks on, you're my 3rd member ever, TRD, Hilly High 007. Lucky number 3, baby. I'm telling you, this streaming thing's just getting started for me, bud. So I appreciate all these early on members and super chats and all that shit. I appreciate it, because this is when I'm really going to remember your name, right? Once it gets to a point where I've got 100 viewers in here, it's going to be a little harder to keep up. But yeah, it's pretty sick. The more members I get, the more I'm going to want to live stream, and then the more members I'm going to get on top of that, and then so it's going to, it's going to make me want to live stream a lot. So that's a lot of fun. Dude, I have fun live streaming. Like, dude, I wake up in the morning like wanting to live stream now. I swear to God, I'm more of a live streamer than I am a YouTuber. Shit's insane. All right, so now I was trying to wait for a couple dudes to get in here before I go back to the pit area to where I don't see that weird-ass white bike action. Okay, now I can see Dudeski's bike. Yeah, all of these, like the alien badge and all the custom emojis, I made all those myself, Dylan G. I appreciate you, buddy, but I mean, I was kind of thinking maybe like, it's hard to make a small little badge and like to where you can actually see what the hell is going on, Jeremy Titley, yeah. So if you become a member, and if let's just say you're banned in my Discord or whatever right now, yeah, you will be invited back. And put in my dude ski roll, but if you do something stupid in my Discord, then I might ban you again. You know what I'm saying? The membership thing is just giving you a chance to be in the dude ski roll in my Discord, but obviously for obvious reasons, I still have the right to ban you out of my Discord. Just don't do anything stupid. Don't type 1,000 messages in my general chat, right? Just calm down, and I won't have the need to ban you. You probably went in there and you spammed my general chat, like commented 4 or 5 things in a row, so that throws off red flags to me. So that's probably why you got the ban, dog. Dude says, is it okay if you're not active, if he says I'm talking about him, not active a lot in your Discord? Pfft, I don't care if you're active in my Discord, big dog. All right, Jeremy Titley, I'm not really here to like argue with you, bro. Like, if I banned you out of my Discord, it was for a reason. So, but I'm just letting you know. Yes, I will give you another invite to my Discord if you become a member. Like I say, you know, if you throw off red flags again, I might have to ban you again. So, you gotta understand, I see the shit from a mile away. Yeah, there may be times where I ban somebody that might not have necessarily deserved a ban, or they might not would have caused that big of a problem. But you gotta understand, I have a lot of them over the past that I've let stay in there for too long, and they just continue to cause more issues and continue to. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying? If that saying, like, if it quacks like a duck, it's probably a fucking duck, right? It's kind of that mentality. Like, if you're throwing me red flags, as soon as you get into my Discord, a lot of times me banning you just solves all that problem that could potentially happen, right? So that's why I do that a lot. The name of the server is just Spencer Turley. But yeah, and you know, I'm not saying I'm perfect at like trying to pick who gets banned and who doesn't get banned. I've seen a lot. I know how when these younger dudes hop in my Discord and they spaz out and, you know, comment 7 different things, and you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Just calm down. Just, you know, if you want to type one thing in my general chat on my Discord, that's cool. Right? If nobody replies to it, there's no reason to like, you know, sit there and continue to type in it. If you're trying to, what you probably did, I think I remember your name in my Discord. What probably happened was you were typing in my general chat like you would be private messaging me, right? And that's not what my general chat is, right? So that's what gets a lot of people in my Discord. Well, they'll get in there and they'll be like, Spencer, what do I got to do here? Spencer, what's going on here? Yo, Spencer, like, if you want to talk like that, just send me PMs on Discord, private message me. Don't put that in my general chat, right? So that's probably what got you, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, on the membership badges, right? It started with the full-blown custom purple star, which was kind of like a direct extension of my YouTube background, right? Kind of galaxy vibe. Then it went to the little green alien, which I think is pretty badass. But I'm kind of thinking like, dude, what do I want my little badge logo to be? I don't know. Never really thought about that before. Obviously it's going to be galaxy space vibed in some kind of a way, right? Because that's just what I am, bro. But you know, first dude to ever make a space track in a motocross game. Not trying to brag or anything, but you know, but no, it's, you know. And then I just love space shit, dog. I love it. I love the meaning behind it. I love the, you know, open up your eyes, like see the bigger picture. Nothing is impossible. We're literally living on a floating thing out in space that's got gravity to it. There's unlimited amount of planet. We don't even know what's out there, right? So there's like so many things that play into that. I just love that shit. But that's where it all started, though, right? Me making, you know, space tracks for MX Simulator, and I'd never seen anybody do that before I started doing that. So kind of how that all kicked off. And what's cool about that is just about in every single game. Oh, by the way, some of you guys wonder what server. The server name is just called Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey. I repeat, Turkey. Okay, hop in here, boys. 2020 St. Louis track. Password's Turkey, big dog. Yeah, I don't have my Discord and my YouTube descriptions for obvious reasons. It's just a lot easier to, you know, control and manage. We're vibing out here. We're big vibing. Is the bike audio loud? Somebody let me know how loud the bike audio is in this shit. Is it like you can barely hear it? Is it like really loud? I can't remember what I had it on. What's up, boys? No bike audio? Okay. It's just really, really low is what it is. I've got it on like 5. So what I'm going to do on the next stream, I'm going to raise it to like 10 or 15. And I've got my recording software, Elgato HD60, is actually lowering it even more on top of that. So it's not a pure, like, what you would have if you had it set on 5 or 10 or 15, right? Just thought I'd explain that so people don't get confused. But yeah, you got some custom emojis there, TRD, Hilly High 007. Should have a teacup and a dude and a planet and white tea and all kind of shit. So so you're my 3rd member. I think I need 2 more members to get another custom emoji that I can have. So it kind of like the more members you get, the more you can, more custom live chat emojis you can have. Server is Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey. 2020 St. Louis track. Hop up in here, boys. Oh. Yeah, the thing is, Jeremy, like 9 times out of 10, when somebody hops right in my Discord and they just go to town in my general chat, 9 times out of 10, they just need to be took up out of there right then and there. They're just going to continue, right? That just from what I've seen, that's why I'm so like that on Discord. Just from what I've seen in the past. Just a lot easier to ban them before they even get started, right? But yes, there is the occasion where I will prematurely ban somebody that wouldn't have necessarily created a problem, but that's just kind of part of it, right? And in your situation, you're trying to become a member. Obviously, you're, a fan of my channel. Like, you're not there to cause a havoc, right? So, that's kind of where you start to get the second chances and shit. Holy front end high. All right, cool thing, Tennessee. Cool thing, buddy. Yeah, I want to get to the point where I've got like 10 or so members. That way I can have 2 or 3 more custom emojis. Definitely wanting to get to that point. Dude, we're just running some laps out here. Just Big Daddy hossing. That's all there really is to it. I want to get a hoss emoji. I want to get like a vibe emoji. I want to get like some tropical tree, some kind of, palm tree emoji, something like that. But I've been playing around with making custom emojis quite a bit. I know Dylan G was talking about it. Emojis really aren't that tough, man, to be honest with you. If I was needing something more like extravagant, maybe I would need your help, but emojis really aren't that hard to do. So I was kind of thinking like the membership badge, right? Oh, Big Hoss. Might have to give you a 2-week suspension for that one, Doug. Wink, wink, right? All right, this dude's bike needs to load in. I'll go back to the pits real quick. I was kind of, going between like a purple star, so it kind of matched my YouTube background. Then I went to the alien face. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe like a cool, spaceman helmet thing, like icon emoji, spaceman helmet be kind of sick for a badge. It's just kind of all, this is something that's going to progress over time. I just started doing all this live streaming shit and the badge and the memberships and the Dude Ski memberships, right? So it's going to be something that progresses over time. So just be aware of that. Right. Obviously, my theme to my channel is Galaxy in every way, and that's never going to change. But figuring out what I actually want to do with certain, membership badges and little icons and shit, Dr. Disrespect has his little icon where it's got the red and the glasses and the mustache type deal going on, right? Got to figure out my version of whatever that is, you know what I mean? So definitely the alien face is pretty sick. I like that idea. It fits with everything, but also the spaceman helmet fits in. So it's just kind of not sure what I really want to do on it yet. But I definitely think with the YouTube badges, it's better to have like an actual face or like a head or something like that, not just like a star or something, you know? I feel like having like an alien face or something like that's a lot better. It's a little more like, a little more iconic, right? Yeah, the alien shit's pretty cool. I made that custom. I took a royalty-free image and then did a lot of editing on it in Photoshop, right? So that's kind of how I made that alien emoji. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna make tracks here on MX bikes. Not really sure. Haven't looked into that too much, man. But I would like to make some space tracks on this shit. That'd be fun. But to be able to make space tracks, really, it's just you got to learn how to put skyboxes in the game. That's like the main thing. And then that's the funny part about it. It's like one of the easiest kind of tracks to make. Space tracks. You just need a skybox. And that's what's fun because you can change the skybox so easily a lot of times with a black background with stars on it. You can add planets on it. It looks normal. You can, cut and paste asteroids on it and it looks normal. Like, it's not a complicated. That's why I was able to make so many custom skyboxes for my early day space MX simulator tracks, like Moon Supercross, Mars Motocross, Venus Supercross, Pluto. I mean, I made like every single planet, right? All of them had different skyboxes. I had a tropical and a space track combined. What the hell was the name of that one? Dude, I made so many tracks. Oh my God. Space Beach. That was the name of that one. I'm trying to think of some other ones. I had Lunar Oasis, which is an insane track. It's got, it had a cool space background on it too. By the way, if you want to go download any of my MX Simulator tracks, I got a playlist on my front page. It's just called My Custom Tracks. All of the track links are in the descriptions of those videos, the most up-to-date track links. So that's kind of how you get all my custom tracks on MX Sim. But yeah, I just love how unlimited the space, galaxy, that whole sort of theme and vibe really is. When you think about it, it encompasses everything. Right? Like, galaxy is everything. The universe is everything. You know what I mean? So you can do pretty much unlimited shit with it. Like, if I wanted to, I could just make up my own planet track, and it's like some cool space vibe, but it's got like tropical trees, like some No Man's Sky style fucking custom track or something, right? Like, you can do anything with it. That's what's so cool. Make an asteroid track. I mean, the shit's endless, right? So, but that's what I love about it. And it's basically endless different themes you can do too, right? It's not just one thing. Like, you can have spaceman's, like a standard, spaceman suit. You can have alien design stuff. You can have spaceship stuff. You can have galaxy purple vibe nebula cool design stuff. So it turns into a lot more. Yeah, spaceship with a letter T. Yeah, it's pretty sick. I don't know. The alien face is pretty sick, dog. Like, whenever I get really into the whole music making thing, I really want to push that on that. Kind of having like an alien face design vibe thing. I'm trying to make some cool alien sounding music. So that's what I want to do with the music making side of stuff. So we'll see how that all implements together with my, YouTube channel and membership badges and stuff. We'll see what I do with it. Be cool to wear like a, alien costume and some live streams and shit. There's like a lot of different things you could do with it. Be cool to wear a spaceman suit in a live stream, There's a lot of stuff that can happen. I don't know. I feel like, me being the first dude that's ever made a space track in any motocross game before, it just kind of, there's something like deep rooted in that connection to where it's just, I don't know. I really feel like that's my thing, man. Really, really do. And then you got a whole, like, you go in alien mode on this shit, dog. Like, it's just endless, Endless, like, little sayings and little... Shit, I'm known as the Galaxy Boy, like, damn. Is there a different track we could do? It's so laggy. It's not lagging for me, big dog. I know it's got a lot of objects and shit on it, but it's not lagging for me. Not really. Maybe you need to turn your graphics down a little bit or something. Not sure. Oh, big Oz. Whoa, big Oz. Boys, we're on a Spencer Turley server on MX Bikes. Password is Turkey. Hop up in here. We're on the 2020 St. Louis track. Really like this track, man. It does have these little like trying to be like little dirt clob, like little dirt clob things on the track. I'm not really sure like what the idea was to put that on the track. When I first got on the track, I was like, what the fuck are those little nuggets on the track? I didn't know what it was. Now it's kind of starting to look pretty cool, so fuck, I don't know, man. And the other cool thing about the whole Galaxy thing that I was going to explain is just about in every single one of these different, whether it be like PUBG or Warzone or any of these kind of games, a lot of times when there's like, you know, custom, like little, you know, whatever little tags, I'm trying to think what the hell they actually call them, or like different gear you can get in these different games. A lot of times, more times than not, there is some kind of space galaxy themed something that you can get, whether it's like a gun camo or a, you know, outfit or a title, whatever the hell. A lot of times there is some sort or multiple sort of little like space galaxy vibe design things. So in pretty much every single one of these games, I can get some kind of thing that fits that theme, right? Whereas if I had some weird other theme, a lot of times you can't find something that matches that. You know what I mean? So, but like for instance in PUBG, I have a full-blown galaxy hoodie in that game that they had available at a certain point in time. You can't get it anymore, but I got that when that was available. And then on Warzone, they have multiple different things. They have a whole entire like moon phase certain gun you can unlock that comes with a cool little spaceman helmet little thing that goes on the side of your gun. They had a whole like tag, emblem, logo thing that you could get that was a spaceman suit. It was a whole separate thing. So they've had multiple things on that, right? So it's kind of cool that you can get all that on there. Server name is Spencer Turley. What's up, boy? Nah, I don't get big hoss from like a movie or anything. It's just I don't know. I just say big hoss, dog. Just like hoss is kind of like standard talk, right? From where I'm from. So, I mean, it's not super standard talk. Yee-haw, big hoss. It's not standard talk, but it's kind of like, you know, some of my buddies have said it in the past, and so you just kind of start saying it, right? Quad? Damn, that's a big quad. I don't even think that's worth it. What's up, money maker? Shake that money maker. What's up, dog? Yeah, damn, TRD, from the super chats and the membership, you've sent me like, what, like 10, 12 bucks today? Holy shit. Is this on Steam? Yes, it is. MX Bikes is on Steam. It's kind of funny how MX Simulator is still not on Steam, but MX Bikes is. I swear, MX Bikes is making some money moves out here when it comes to that kind of thing, right? Like the business side of a motocross simulator. MX Bikes has got that shit going, dog. Constant updates. Like, that's where MX Simulator is kind of starting to fall behind a little, I feel. But we got some MX Simulator vids coming up soon. So, be kind of explaining why I haven't really been playing that game much, but I am going to start playing it some more. My deal with MX Sim nowadays is it's just like, I'm just kind of playing it for fun, man. You know? Just so much going on in the game and the pro racing and the hacking, key sharing bullshit that I'm not really trying to play MX Simulator every night and pro race and do all that right now just because of how much crap is going on in the game. That shit's going to have to get leveled out. That's going to have to get figured out because the game's a joke right now with how much of that's going on. It's like every other week they're catching somebody in the top 5 getting caught key sharing, or this guy rode for that guy, or fixing this race, or you know what I mean? It's just constant now. So that's why I haven't really been playing much sim here lately. It's just kind of killed my whole vibe on it. Like, I don't want to sit there and spend a bunch of time to be really fast on MX Sim when literally the game is just getting known as a cheater's paradise, right? I don't really want to do that. So, yeah, but I don't know. There's just there's just not enough. I'll tell you the problem. There's not enough resources and, like, the right people in the right positions on MX Simulator for it to really sustain a full-blown, growing professional. It's almost like it's ran its course in a way, right? It's almost like now when RF shut down in 2018, they just haven't been the same since. So it's kind of like it's ran its course in a way, and I don't know if it's ever going to come out of whatever funk that it's in right now. I don't know if it is. I really don't. So that's kind of my concern with that game. It's going to have to really start getting some anti-cheat in the game. RF's going to have to actually, permaban people to get caught key sharing, not just giving them a 1-year ban. There's quite a few other things that are going to have to happen before I'm even going to want to think about coming back to racing on that. That's not even talking about the tracks. I'm not even going to get into that, bro. But, it's a lot of things, right? It's not just one thing. It's a lot of things on MX Sim that's kind of coming together to cause that. Ho, big dog. Password is Turkey. Server is Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey. You know what it is. I appreciate all you boys tuning in. It means a lot to me when I, just start doing these live streams and shit. All you boys that have become members and super chat messages. I really appreciate all that. One little super chat donation and one member to Dr. Disrespect's probably not going to mean that much because he gets 300,000 a day or whatever, but when you're smaller, it means a lot more, right? Jake, if you want to get in my Discord, you got to hit me up on Instagram at spencerturley.com. But if you want to get in my dude ski roll in my Discord, which is, I really take the shit seriously, really get you in my Discord, like right away, like literally after this stream, I would get you in the dude ski roll in my Discord. You just become a member, and that's kind of how I do that. Sometimes I don't really get back to people for like a week or two. Just like standard dudes hit me up on Insta, but if you become a member, I get you in there right then and there. You get the track on mxbikesmods.com. It's a 2020 St. Louis track. All right, I'm going to return to pit here, try to load some of these other dudes' bikes in. That's why you're seeing that weird white bike action. That needs to be fixed in a really soon update of this game. Literally every time some new person joins into a server, it doesn't even show their rider at all. It just shows a white bike. So until you go back to the pits, you're not going to be able to see their full bike and everything, which is really weird. I don't even know why or how it's doing that. It's like not loading people's bikes in when they first join in. It's really bizarre. Needs to be fixed, though, for sure. Boys, I'm just chill riding, just having a good time. I couldn't give a shit how fast I look. We are chilling, talking, hanging out, playing MX bikes. Just a chill stream, dog. Holy fuck. If I wanted to sit down and get serious and get my, serious panties on real quick and not talk and be like running laps and look how fast I am, I would do that. But I would rather talk to you guys and actually, communicate and have a real live stream here. So my speed and how fast I look's going to suffer a little bit, but that's okay. Because I'm looking at Chad and doing everything else. Ooh, that's getting a little ruddy, isn't it? That's cool. It's kind of tricky hitting up this inside and then getting on that gas smooth right there for that double. Oh, but I certainly don't want to take MX bikes too seriously too quick and ruin all the fun. You know, you got to be careful and not do that. But damn, I need to hit that a little harder. TRD underscore Eli with another $6.99. Talk about RF. I mean, damn, now I'm getting paid to do it? Holy shit. I remember back in the day when an RF official donated to me because he got a little upset. That was kind of cute. But, yeah. Oh, the history, bro. Oh, my word. And the sad part is, it's gotten worse and worse ever since all that shit went down in 2017, right? All that, the biggest scandal RF has ever seen in their life. They literally perma-banned me just for talking about how unprofessional they were. That's it. Just for talking about them being unprofessional, I got perma-banned. But yet, you can go in there and literally key share in a pro race and you'll only get banned for a year. Insanity. Nowadays, they don't do that. Nowadays, you can pretty much openly talk about RF, and it's not like insta-ban, dictatorship. You're welcome. I'll be here all week, right? So now they've at least changed their ways on that sort of mentality. But there was a time where if you said anything bad, really bad about RF, you were out. You were banned. So what it done was it scared everybody into just saying good things about RF. When they did shady shit, everybody would just, keep it to themselves. I don't want to get banned by RF. I was one of the first people that ever actually came out on a big platform, big stage, and just gave it to them, dog. One of the first people that ever did it, definitely to that level, right? And then they just, perma-banned me for just talking about them, and then it just got worse and worse for them, and they've not been the same since. RF literally shut down the next year. Then they came back, and they were not the same. That's literally, you can pinpoint back to that shit, and I swear to God, that's where the downfall of RF started, back in 2017, when all that shit happened. I don't know how it happened like that, but I'm telling you, that's what happened, dog. It's just, I don't know. They're not that professional organization that they seem to be or they portray to be, right? Everybody and their grandmother's getting the track early. You just got to buddy with RF a little bit. The dudes that are dictating the protest are actually participating in the races. The RF officials are participating in their own events. It's not gambling at your own casino or anything like that. Nah, bro. It's just all that little kind of shit they do like that, and then they don't perma-ban you when you get caught key sharing, so then you get the Rush Chapman situation where it just continues, and then he does even more shit, and then they have to ban him again, and then he's still doing it, and then it just makes it all look like a joke. So, I don't know, dog. It's definitely a whole different animal than what it was when I first got into it, right? Back in 15, 16, right? It's a whole different... It's not the same track makers it was back then. It's not the same officials it was back then. It's not the same anything. It's not the same anything. A lot of people have that confusion that RF is like the same thing, same people as it was back in the heyday of it all, and it's not. It's not even the same people. So, it's a whole different deal now. But they're still using the RF name, which has built such a status over the years. It's basically become known as the AMA Supercross of a virtual world. But the thing is, it's not that anymore. It's not that thing anymore. It was at one time, back when I first got into it, back in, 15, 16, early part of 17, it really did feel like AMA Supercross in a simulator. But now it just feels like some weird-ass side series, some, third-party MXS lobby side series. Fucking half the time they're having to reschedule the races, having to redo qualifying. The road level is way off from where they wanted it to be. It's just constant now, right? Oh, this other dude in the top 5 got caught key sharing. Wow, what a surprise. It's just like, it's a constant thing now, right? It's lost all that integrity. It's lost all that professional feeling. It's lost all that what it means to win a race in RF, you know. It's kind of lost all that to me now. That's a big reason why I don't really play the game a whole lot. I'm not really super into it right now because it doesn't even mean anything if you do win now. Gone are the days of like Fresquez, Root, Fame. This dude won it legit. Like it's so cool. Now it's like you just suspect the dude that's winning is running some kind of micro hack or key sharing because of how much of that shit is going on, right? So that's what starts to happen. 37 dudes in the chat. Is that enough RF talk for you, big dog? But it's funny, though, because so many of these newer dudes that are getting into MX Simulator have no idea what's really going on behind the scenes, right under that surface level, right? So they get into it. They think it's like this really professional thing. Nobody would, you know, cheat in MX Simulator or hack or key share or do anything. These dudes are just legit, right? And then they get in there, they play it, they race for like a year or two, and then they realize how everything is completely fucked, and then they just stop playing the game. And then a whole new wave of people start playing MX Simulator, and then they have fun with it for like a year, and then they start to realize all the bullshit that's going on. If I'm not mistaken, did they let the dude that literally won the 450 Supercross title this year, RF North American 450 Supercross title, they let him race 250 Pro outdoor races? I mean, it's just stupid shit like that, you know? It's just constant dumb shit like, why is this going on? Why is this allowed? Why? What is this? Oh, this other guy got the track early again. Wow, what a surprise. Oh, this dude gets the track early. Wow, that's cool. It's just, you know, just constant shit like that. It's lost all professionalism. That is completely out the window. There's just none of that anymore. The top dude in RF says he wouldn't even be doing RF if it wasn't for a road. Literally said that in the chat of a race. It wouldn't even be fun for him to be doing RF anymore. He wouldn't even do it if it wasn't for testing a road in the pro racing. So, you know, he's got a real good outlook on what's just better for the game and not just what he wants to do. Yeah, bro, he's got a real good outlook on all that. It's just so fucked, dog. What it is it's these dudes get all this, like, big man syndrome when they become an RF official or affiliate, and they think they're like a god amongst boys in the game, and then all these other dudes think, ooh, this is an RF official, ooh, I gotta be nice to him, and, you know, they try to buddy with them, then it turns into this circle jerk of everybody, you know, trying to buddy with everybody and be nice to everybody in RF, and then these other dudes get higher up in RF, and then they get up in RF. It's this whole weird cycle that goes on. And nothing's actually legit anymore. Nothing's actually professional anymore. All that is gone. It's gone. At the end of the day, nowadays, it's just a group of community dudes, random community dudes that are trying to run a full-blown professional series in the game. It's not the developer. It's not any of that. It's just a bunch of, just like me or you or whoever that's been playing the game for a certain amount of years. It'd be like, you know, just a select group of dudes that just randomly go in there and they want to run a pro series. That's what RF is now. So that just because you're in RF doesn't mean you're capable of dictating things properly, or, you know, you didn't get voted in. I ain't never, you know, let me think back. I don't think I've ever voted in any of these RF officials. Like, oh, this dude's, you know, this kind of guy in the community, so let's vote him in. No, it's just a system of whoever wants to buddy with RF and, you know, talk about how much they love a certain RF official, and let's buddy, let's hang out, let's play together, let me get on your team. And that's how they get into RF. And then, so then it's just like this, I don't know, it's almost cult level action. You know what I'm saying? That's what it reminds me of. You know, it becomes a thing of like, okay, all of us dudes in RF, we're tight-knit, we're close, and then everybody else is like this whole different thing. You know, oh, no, it's no big deal. You know, I'm an RF official, but I'm still going to participate in the races. Oh, no big deal. You know, I dictate the RF protest, but I'm still going to participate in the races. No big deal. I'm the track maker of the RF tracks, and I'm going to participate in the races where everybody else only gets, you know, an hour to qualify on the track before the race. No, not that would be unfair or anything. Nah, dog. It's just like, what the hell? That's what cracked me up the most. All those track makers literally goes in there and makes the whole track, sitting there riding on it for days and days in advance, and then they come out with the track for everybody else. We get 1 hour to qualify on it, and they go in there and run their hot lap in like 3 laps because, I don't know, they literally made the track. It's just like, dog, come on now. You can't be doing that kind of stuff. Either be an RF track maker, be an RF official, or participate in the pro races. Stop trying to be both. That makes you look like a joke. It makes your whole organization look like a big joke. That's all it does. So that's just, you know, the tip of the iceberg on the shit that RF has done. Yeah, turkey is the password, dog. So Mullins, right? or was it Rush? Or was it Jesse Mullins? Which one was it? We don't know. Nobody knows, right? So he got caught doing some sort of, I don't even remember. This was like 2-3 years ago. He got caught doing some sort of I guess DDoSing somebody, and they somehow found a way to catch him doing that. So he literally did get the one and only perma ban that anybody's ever gotten in the game, it seems like. And then he was caught riding for Rush Chapman that very next year, right? Oh, what a surprise, right? And so that's how that connection happened. You know, Rush Chapman gets caught key sharing like right after he won like 6 Supercross races, done all that kind of shit. And, oh, wow, Jesse Mullins rode for him in a motocross race that Rush would have gotten 0 points in. His homeboy rides for him, gets like a 5th, and keeps him in the title hunt, keeps him in the points. So then they figure that out and give Rush the 1-year ban, and then he comes back in 2020. He's like leading the points, and they catch him doing all kinds of shit in 2020. He gets caught fixing races. He gets caught taking everybody out in the European race, just making a fool out of the pro racing of the game, you know, making a big joke out of everything. So then they ban him again. And then here recently, like a week or 2 ago, he gets caught key sharing for another pro racer in the game when he's completely banned. It's just like, bro, holy crap. It's just never ending with that's what I'm saying. That's why you have to permaban key shares when they get caught the first time, because it's never ending. Like, if you'll go to the extent to key share in a pro race, I promise you will go to the extent to run a micro hack in a pro race. I promise you will. Period. Like, I don't know why people think, oh, well, no, he would just key share, but he would never do anything like hacking or anything. No, bro. You know, it's like they consider it like, yeah, they're just over there thinking, oh, well, I wouldn't go to the extent of hacking, go to the extent of cheating like hacking, but I'll key share. But I wouldn't hack, but I'll key share. I'll let somebody else completely ride for me in an entire race, but I would never hack or anything. Nah, I wouldn't cheat to that level. Come on, bro. It's just so obvious what's going on. It's so obvious. It's sad, dog. If you'll key share, you'll hack. If you'll hack, you'll key share. Just the way it is. So that's what MX Simulator is getting known as now, is this key sharing, hacking, cheating paradise. And it's not about who's been caught, it's about who hasn't been caught. Think about all the races Rush Chapman got away with key sharing or running a micro hack or whatever, and he never got caught. Just think about that. This is just what he's been caught doing. Think about all the dudes that's never been caught. You know, they actually was smart about how they key shared and ran micro hacks or whatever, and they've never been caught. Think about all the dudes that's gotten RF wins, and I mean, it's crazy how many top dudes in RF are getting caught doing this bullshit now. It's crazy. Like I say, it's every week another one's getting caught. So that's what makes it so frustrating, though. You know, they'll let somebody like rush back in just a year later after key sharing, and it's like, okay, you just opened up the floodgates. Now all these kids are like, well, yeah, I'll key share. What's the big deal? I might get banned for a year. Ooh, I'm so scared, bro. Like, holy shit. Way to open up the floodgates, RF. So now you're seeing everybody and their grandmother key sharing. Pro dudes key sharing for amateur dudes. 250 dudes key sharing for 450 dudes. 450 dudes key sharing for 250 dudes. You see what I'm saying? So now you don't know who's actually who. Everybody's riding for somebody else. There is 100% micro hacks in MX Simulator. It's not even a question. And that's the thing. It's hard to even tell when somebody's running a micro hack on MX Sim. It's not like Call of Duty Warzone where you can basically tell their aim is auto-locking on or they're shooting through a wall where they shouldn't be. It's pretty obvious when you see, aim bots on Warzone and shit. But with MX Simulator, if somebody just has like a little 5% speed boost hack, you're never going to notice it. You're never, ever going to notice that. But yet it's going to make a massive difference in how they actually finish in the game and how they, how good they look in the game. If there's like a micro not fall off as much hack on MX Simulator, you're just never really going to notice the shit. You'll notice a full-blown hack, obviously, like what all those amateurs were running like a year ago, right? Where they were doing like a 25 jump in. Yeah, you're going to notice that. But when it comes to micro hacks, you're never going to notice it. Never going to notice it. So that's my biggest concern about MX Simulator is that there is no telling who is running micro hacks in the game. Everybody and their grandmother's been caught key sharing. It's just like, you see what I'm saying? No, people might be hacking. They are hacking MX Simulator. Without a doubt. And that's the thing. That's where, you could say, well, what about MX Bikes, right? The game could come out, they could start a pro series in MX Bikes, and the same thing could just happen to this game. People could start putting hacks in it, key sharing, and in MX Bikes, it'd be the same situation. That's where you're wrong, okay? Because, number one, MX Bikes was made 7 years after MX Simulator. It's a completely different game engine. I promise you MX Bikes is not as easy to hack as MX Simulator, first of all. I'm not saying they can't hack MX Bikes. I'm just saying it's not as easy as a game from 2007 made by one guy to hack. I can promise you that much. And if whatever the, professional affiliates of the pro racing on MX Bikes, if they had their shit together from the start and they permaban any little sketchy dude that's running a hack or key share right from the start, permaban, no questions asked, then it will create this mentality of it will scare these people into not wanting to run anything like that because they know they're going to get a permaban. You see what I'm saying? But that's the thing about RF. It's like they've missed their chance to create a fear in everybody's mind to not want to key share and do all that because they just let you back in a year later. So people don't even care anymore. They just do it. Right? And when it's like literally the most obvious thing ever, when somebody's running some kind of a hack, like a 250 dude jumps some kind of jump that nobody else is jumping on a 250, only 450 guys are hitting, and there's only one guy hitting some rhythm on a 250, pretty obvious what's going on. And then that same dude wins like 7 races in a row out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere. It's pretty obvious what's going on. Oh, that same dude was involved in and amongst all the hacking bullshit a year or two ago. Oh, what a surprise. But RF doesn't ban people like that. They don't look deeper into the situation. That's the problem with RF. It's like you got to be caught red-handed and a half before you get any sort of punishment. It's got to be like, hey, RF, I'm cheating. Look at me. Look at what I'm doing before anything ever happens to you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem. Do we got another cutie in the chat? Is that what we got here? Okay. Shit's too easy, dog. I'm telling you. They might just be better than you. They might just be better than you, dude. When literally 70% of them have been caught doing some bullshit. They might just be better than you, Spencer. Cracks me up. There's a lot of dudes living in a fairy tale land that can't accept that that shit's going on, and or they're doing it too, so then it's just all okay. That's the problem, right? You got these dudes, it's kind of like if you key share or you hack, then you're okay with racing with other people that are doing it. You see what I'm saying? That's how the shit works, right? So, but all the dudes racing legit that have never done any of that bullshit, we don't want to race. Why would we want to race? Why would we want to pay to race? And when there's that much shit going on. But that's why you see some of these dudes saying things like that, like, maybe they're just better, blah, blah, blah. There's no big problem. How do you know they're hacking? What's going on? A lot of times those idiots are the ones that are doing it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times that's the way it is. They're the ones doing it, so they don't care if people are doing it. You see what I'm saying? It's just this system of who can get away with what, who can do what. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how MX Simulator can pull itself out of that nowadays. That's what I mean by it's kind of like it's ran its course in a way, because I don't know how it can ever recover. I mean, yeah, MX Simulator is a fucking great game. There's nothing wrong with the gameplay side of it, but man, once it gets known as that game that's a hacker's paradise or a cheater's paradise, a lot of times you just can't get yourself out of that. It can never recover, because then all the dudes that want to race legit and want to, actually earn their way through the game and would never do any of that, they're not going to want to race anymore. And then you're going to get to that point where the only people that's racing are the people that's doing that bullshit. And I would say right now, at least 50% of the pro racing community in the game has key shared or hacked in the game at some point in time. 50% of them. That's about where I would guesstimate it. At least 50% of them have done that at some point in time. So that's what it's running into, dog. All right. Yeah, I'll get you in my dude ski roll in my Discord, TRD. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate the membership and all the super chats. But yeah, there's a lot of new dudes getting into MX Sim that just don't realize it, man. It's sad. But just stay in there long enough. Just race a year or two. Just race a little longer. You'll start to see what I'm talking about. You'll start to see it, bro. You'll be like, what the fuck is this that just happened? Why did this RF official do that? What the hell is this? And then it just gets to a point where it's like, okay, this is not legit anymore. This is not what it's supposed to be. This is not what it's claiming to be. And that's where I'm at right now. It's just not, it's not it, dog. And you just think, you wonder like, well, why would there be hackers in MX Simulator? Why would they do that? Dog, you gotta understand how much status and how much fame it doesn't do this anymore because of all this bullshit, but it used to actually mean something when you won an RF race. It used to actually mean something when you became an RF champion. I mean, Fresquez and Root, they became like household names on that shit in the motocross gaming world, right? So it used to actually mean something. So there is such a reason, there's such a, incentive for these people to want to achieve that regardless of how they get there. You see what I'm saying? It creates an incentive for you to want to achieve that, so people will do anything to get it. And that's the sad part, right? It's kind of like they're exploiting how good the game is with how much status you get from it, and that's why you get all of the hacking and the key sharing and everything else, because people want to get that, right? There's a reason to want to get it. You pay, what is it, like $25, $30 per series to race on MX Simulator, and then there's prizes on the line. That's the funny part. All these dudes that get caught cheating, hacking, key sharing, whatever, in a pro race, paid pro racing series, they're literally stealing from people that are racing legit. They're literally frauds. because they're stealing away what could be your potential, championship finale, earnings, money earning, prize money, whatever they give out at the end of the year, right? All these dudes that are cheating, hacking, key sharing are taking that away from all you dudes that are doing it legit. So they are literally stealing from you. That's why it becomes such a RF. You cannot let key shares back in ever. You can't let any of this bullshit back in. That's why it becomes such a bigger thing, right? I hear a lot of people saying things like, it's just a game, Spencer. Why are you so worried about it? What's the big deal? It's just a video game. Well, yeah, it's just a video game that everybody's paying to race in, and there's prize money on the line. Yeah, it's just a game, dog. Just a game. You know what I mean? So that's when it becomes more frustrating. It's like, holy shit. But, not even talking about the status and the fame that these different people are falsely attaining, but you've got money on the line. You've got a lot of other shit on the line that they're stealing from you, right? And it's just, I don't know. It just ruins the history books. It ruins everything. So it's really unfortunate, but that's where MX Simulator's going, dog. And if MX Bikes keeps on its good shit and it gets a really solid professional racing organization and solid people behind it, hopefully Poboso themselves, the developers, get behind it, and it becomes like an actually legit, what RF used to be type thing. And it's like well known in the community that you will get perma-banned for key sharing, hacking in any kind of way, doing any of that type of bullshit, no questions asked, fully perma-banned forever, no chance of coming back. If that's how they do it, dog, this game's going to take over MX Simulator. I'm telling you, it will. I don't know who ever got the idea in RF to not perma-ban people to get caught key sharing in a pro race. I don't know how the fuck that was ever decided, but that's a critical error on RF's part. It's a critical error. Because it's not that key sharing in itself, like a person key sharing in one race, is that big of a deal normally. That's not the thing. It's just when a certain person would go to the extent to key share in a pro race, it just goes to show you what kind of person you're dealing with, right? It goes to show you they don't give a shit about playing the game legit. If they would have somebody else just totally ride for them in a race, it's just like, you obviously don't give two shits, right? So that just goes to kind of warn you, if someone gets caught key sharing, what else are they doing? What else could they be doing behind the scenes that you're not catching them doing? You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's like a precursor to, let's get them out of there before they do something even worse. That's the way I look at key sharing on MX Sim. Yeah, I enjoy MX Bikes, dog. I'm enjoying it more every day. I'm telling you that much. Boys, we just cruising, though. But, yeah, I appreciate all of you members. Become a dudeski today. You know what I'm saying, boys? But it's just sad, though. I mean, and listen, there's a total difference between, you do something on the track, like you cut the track on accident, or you, jump a corner too far on the inside, or you take everybody else out, everybody in the first corner, or you take out some leader as a lapper. All that little shit you can do on MX Simulator Pro Racing, that is entirely different than doing like some sort of outside source, some sort of, outside of the actual gameplay of the game type cheating. That's completely different, right? I don't ever think you should be perma-banned on MX Simulator for doing something on the track, like taking out a leader or cutting the track. All that should be, 2-week ban, or maybe work its way up to a year ban or whatever. But when you get into the realm of key sharing, hacking, all that DDoSing, whatever the fuck, all that other kind of dumb shit, right? That's the stuff that should be permaban, no questions asked. It should be that way. And it's not that way. So that's the problem. Because once you open up that door, once it's like people know that they're only going to get banned for a year, if they get caught doing like key sharing and shit, nobody's scared to do it anymore. It's, you know, you don't have the fear anymore of like, you don't have the law and order anymore of like, whoo, better not do that. Might totally get banned. My name get banned for infinity and beyond. Never be able to pro race with my name again if I get caught key sharing. It puts the fear in people's eyes, you know what I mean? It puts the fear like, if I'm going to risk it, if I'm going to try to key share, oh man, there could be some consequences, some real consequences behind it versus just, well, I just might get banned for a year, get right back in. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole problem with RF. They're not strict enough on that shit. They're just not. That's all there is to it. Infinity and beyond, big dog. Damn, I'm done got through my second teacup here, boys. But yeah, some dude sent a super chat. He told me to talk about RF, so that's why I went on a little tangent there. Trust me, I've done plenty of videos. It's just sad that people don't want to, you know, race on MX Simulator legit in a paid pro series. Sad, man. I'm going to go get some tea, BRB. Oh my God, we got the tea on deck, brother. Turkey is the password, big dog. Spencer Turley is the server name. Turkey is the password. 2020 St. Louis is the track. If it wasn't for MX Simulator literally being the most amazing motocross physics gameplay game there ever has been, and there wasn't a 80,000 subscriber YouTube channel live streaming every single event, shit would already be dead. You see what I'm saying? So it's I don't know, man. Like, even if there's still a RF or a professional series in MX Simulator for the next 2 or 3 years, it doesn't mean that it's like actually professional. You see what I'm saying? You could still have a series where 90% of the people are doing bullshit right under RF's nose, and that's just the way it is, you know? You could have that happen for another 2-3 years, but shit's just getting worse and worse, man. It's getting worse and worse. And it's almost like it gets to the point where RF officials get like this connection with some of these people, you know, and it's like it builds this community. It's like, okay, this dude was buddy with this RF official, so then when he gets caught key sharing, RF has a harder time actually permabanning that guy than they would just some random dude. You see what I'm saying? It builds all this. They get too many ties. They get too many. That's what happens in a third-party community-made pro series. You know, it's like this guy's buddy with that guy, so he gets special treatment, and then this dude gets the track early, and then this guy doesn't get permabanned when he should, and then, you see what I'm saying? So it really starts to get like that. That's what RF is right now through and through. It's like the RF officials have too much connection to the competitors and the participants to the point to where it's not professional anymore. And it's just sad to see. Holy ruts, dog. We're getting it going here. Whoo, you can almost quad into that. God dang. Yeah, the terrain deformation here is kind of getting like the way MX vs. ATV All Out used to be. That's interesting. Why do I keep jumping so far right there? Fuck am I doing? Ooh! Trying to jump over that dude. Yeah, okay, so this is a big point right here. The gaming guy says, are we not allowed to start a new pro series like make our own? LOL, Spencer, why don't you make one? So this is the problem with trying to go make like a RF competitor series or whatever. The thing is, RF has built such a name and such a status over the past 10 years of them having a legit racing series for, you know, a lot of those years and having a professional thing back in the days when it was Michael Wheeler and Barrington making tracks and some of these other dudes, right? JLV was involved on making some tracks at some point, you know. It has been, that's the whole thing. It's been professional at times. It's been amazing at times. But so it made RF into such a name, literally like official AMA Supercross of MX Simulator type name, to the point to where now if you try to go make a side series, it's just not going to have the same, it's just not going to have the same impact. And then also, you know, Start Your Systems, 80,000 sub YouTube channel, live streaming every single one of the races. It's just hard to compete with the system that they have going on, right? It's just hard to make some side series because there's so much history in RF. There's so much, you know, past champions, and that's why RF can get away with all the shit that they do, you know, participating in their own events, track makers participating in their own events, all that type of bullshit. That's why they can get away with all that, because the name is so, it's just so powerful, frankly. It's just so hard to make a series that's going to compete with something like that that's already built a name in the game, right? So that's kind of why it's so hard to make a side series like that, you know? And it's funny because some of those RF officials, I've seen them put some things on the forums and stuff. They'll say stuff. Good old Checkers, right? He said something like, you know, RF's obviously doing a pretty good job because nobody else is, you know, taking over RF. Or you don't see any other side series, you know, coming out and taking over RF or whatever. You know, there's no other series that's competing with RF. So obviously they're doing something right? And that's not what it is. Like, dudes get that so twisted. I'm telling you right now, if RF didn't have the name, didn't have the status, and an 80,000 subscriber YouTube channel wasn't live streaming this shit every week, it would already be dead. It's not because of RF doing all these great old things and they're just so professional right now and they're doing everything right. That's not why you have people racing in RF. That's not why RF is still going. It's because they're the only series going, so it's created a monopoly. It's got the biggest name of a series in the entire game from the history of it. And on top of all that, you know, you got one of the biggest motocross gaming YouTube channels streaming the shit every week. That's what's keeping it alive. It's not that RF's just doing great old grand things. You see what I'm saying? So that gets really confused by a lot of those RF guys. Ooh, this track's getting ready, brother. Yeah, wasn't that a good time, Moto Go-Go? Like back in the days when you were first getting into the streaming the AM races and shit. And God, where did that go? Where did that go? It's just totally not even the same thing anymore. It's not even the same realm anymore. It's a totally different game now. It's a totally different pro racing atmosphere, totally different game. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, really sad to see that happen to such an amazing game. Really sad, bro. With how good MX Simulator is, gameplay-wise, if it was truly what it was claiming to be, this really professional series and all this kind of shit, they should have 200 people in each class trying to sign up. You see what I'm saying? If it, for the gameplay, how good the game is, if they were making proper tracks, proper pre-made, being professional, doing everything they were supposed to do, they would literally have 200 people signing up in every class. But they literally are struggling to even fill up a gate. So that just goes to show you, even with Start Your Systems live stream the shit, even with the RF name, they can still barely even fill up a gate. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the numbers. Dog, it's not hard to see. It's really not. Let me return to pit here so I can see that dude's bike. MX Simulator's literally imploding. It's killing itself from the inside. Right? Really, it's a really weird phenomenon. I don't know how they're doing that, but it's killing itself from the inside, right? It's still an amazing game. The gameplay is still unmatched. It's an awesome game, but it's everything else around the gameplay that's just dragging it completely down. The shit just was not like this. Like Donut's talking about, or not Donut, fuck. Well, back when Donut was, racing a lot more and all that, but Moto Go-Go was talking about, back when he was live streaming and stuff, you just didn't have all of this key sharing, amateurs getting caught hacking. It just wasn't even like that. It was almost like the entire community was just more legit back then. Like people, I'm not saying nobody was doing that stuff back then. I'm sure they were, but it wasn't like you saw somebody getting caught key sharing every week like you do now. It wasn't like, oh my God, Cody Dahl hacks, like 5 amateurs are hacking in an AM race. It wasn't like that back then. So that's how it's changed, I feel like. It's the whole community of the game has shifted from dudes that want to race legit, dudes that care about playing the game seriously, to this whole like Modern Warfare 2 lobby, immature, toxic, that whole sort of side of it. And that's what's changed everything. It's a lot of things, right? It's the community, the way the community is. It's just so many other things. So, and I just don't know if they're ever going to be able to get back to the way it was before. I don't know. I don't know if they'll. I don't know. I don't know if they're too deep to where they can't pull themselves back out. What I do know is if MX Bikes keeps updating its game, they get that solid professional series. It's not looking good for MX Sim, dog. I'm just telling you, it ain't looking good. And that's the saddest part. Like, I'm not even pro racing on MX Simulator. I'm barely even playing the game. And that's literally my favorite game ever in the history. No other game even comes close. I love MX Simulator to the absolute core of all cores. Love the game. And I'm not even playing it. You see what I'm saying? You see the problem there? Been playing it for, 5 years now, something like that? And absolutely love the game. Love everything about the way the game used to be. And I'm not even playing it. So that should go to show you something. I mean, should go to show you something, dog. But yeah, we'll put this track on rain mode. Let me, let's see here. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to exit from this. I'm going to start up a new lobby here. We're going to put it on rain mode. Same password, turkey boy, or just turkey. Let me not confuse you guys. Turkey password, okay. Rain. Conditions, rainy. All right, there we go. Yeah, they need to fix the whoops for sure. Whoops, tough blocks. You know, obviously they need to advance the physics a little more on MX bikes. Once they get all that, it certainly will be a lot better. Yeah, you're stuck syncing because I just started up a new server here. Yeah, MX Simulator, like RF, got too political. That's what happened. It used to be like these dudes that actually legitimately cared about the game and cared about what they were doing, and it was free, for God's sake, to pro race on Sim, like forever. And then it turned into this whole other political, then you had to pay for it, and then all the RF officials left, the old school ones, and everything changed. It's not the same anymore. It is not. It's so different now that the modern day RF shouldn't even be allowed to use the RF name. That's how different I would say it actually is. They shouldn't even be allowed to use it. That's how completely different animal RF is now than they used to be. No shit, dog. Oh, we got the rain mode on. Spencer Turley is the name of the server. Turkey is the password. Hop up in here, boys. See what this track does with a little bit of rain. A little skeet skeet. Man, that track was getting ruddy as shit, wasn't it? Good lord. Whoa. Yeah, I definitely think me sliding in that corner is from the rain specifically. So, what's up, Barnese? Oh, yeah, like I understand why they added the, you know, having to pay to race in RF. If they were actually being professional and doing the shit like they were supposed to do and making solid tracks, yeah, I understand, but that's not what they're doing. I was just explaining the irony of how it was so much more professional and better, the tracks were better, back when you didn't even have to pay to race. Now you got to pay for literally half of the amount of professionalism, half of the amount of feels like time was put into the tracks and everything. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's like the irony. That's what's funny about it. Turkey, all lowercase. Yeah, I get it. Like, if it was still, you know, Wheels and Barrington making the tracks and all the dudes that actually grew RF into what it is, yeah, if it was still those dudes and it was still that professional, I would not even say a word about having to pay to race. But it's just turned into a whole nother animal nowadays, you know? Whole different thing. And good old JLV, I don't know what he's doing right now, but he's not really seeming to, you know, really be trying to do a whole lot with the game. So that's a little unfortunate. That's not helping the case at all. Come on, Spence, hit the double, boy. Hit the double, boy. Well, the thing that a road did more than anything was it just split the community, right? You never want to do that in a game that has built like a history and it's been around for a long time. You never want to put something in a game like that that is going to split the community. And that's all a road has really done in the game. It's just split up the community, split everybody up. It's made a lot of the RF dudes that wanted to do it before don't want to do it now. A lot of the dudes that were wanting to race before don't want to race now. You know, it's just split the community. And then it's changed all the custom track, the way those are made, the way people go back and ride on older tracks. It's like done this whole other thing. And that's what's so frustrating because, like, I'm all in for a MX Simulator 2 a road system. You see what I mean? It's not like I'm just against a road system on a motocross simulator or whatever these idiots try to, you know, formulate up in their head. I would love to have it on MX Simulator 2 with a modern day game engine that can actually handle it. Yeah, dog, let's fucking do it. But you're trying to put it in a game from 2007 that the game engine wasn't even made for. That doesn't even make sense, bro. It just doesn't make any sense. Let me die a couple more times while I'm trying to talk. Well, when it comes to a road, I know that's not going to improve anymore. The developer himself said it. He said a road development is over. He would rather work on something he can actually make progress on. So that is over with. It's funny how RF is still trying to act like they can do all these other little things. I just saw on the forums, Jeremy was posting, well, maybe we can figure out a way to like save the eroded version of the track in the, you know, the first moto to where that's how it starts in the second moto, all this other bullshit. Basically like trying to have two different versions and saving a road. And it's just like, dog, you're just continuing down that rabbit hole that you're never going to get out of. That's all it's really doing. Big Bomb Barneasy. There you go, dog. So, Barneasy, serious ass talk here. Do you like the alien badge better than the purple star badge? And would a spaceman helmet badge be better than an alien badge? That's my question. You know what I'm saying? Just like a white spaceman helmet badge, would that be better than the alien badge? See if I can actually hit one of these rhythms. I think what's got me off is this rain mode. I'm having to be on the gas a little bit more, right? Got a little more friction, it seems like, to the dirt. Pulling tear-offs that I don't even really need to pull off because it just gets rain back on it instantly. Yep, I have a big fear that MX Simulator is beyond the point of return. You know what I mean? I have that really big fear that I just don't know if it can ever come back, really. I don't know. And, you know, there's always going to be, for you know, you can have a series like they do now where they're barely able to fill up a gate. And, you know, you can have that sort of functioning in the game, but it doesn't mean you have, like, what RF used to be in a flourishing pro racing community and all that kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I was looking at chat. My bad. Daniel says, IDK, how you play with the lock to bike on? Well, technically, MX Simulator is locked to bike, is it not? But it's just different looking, right? I think that's why I play on lock to bike, because it feels more like MX Simulator to me, like right off the bat. And the funniest part about all that RF shit is I've been saying this for years. I've been saying all this for years. I said, do not let Rush back in when they try to let him back in when they let him back in at the start, right? After getting caught Keisha, I said, do not let him back in. He can't even make it through one series, and they have to ban him again right after that. And he's still doing shit. He's still involved in the Keisha when he's totally banned. Oh, my word. Like, oh, my word. There's just no more words for that. No more words, man. But I've been saying everything. I've been saying all this years in advance, dog. Years in advance. Some people just can't accept that. Some people don't want to accept it. They certainly didn't want to accept it when I was first saying it. Said all this bullshit about a road, right? They didn't want to accept it when I was first saying that. Now it's all coming out. The developer of the game is coming in there saying the game wasn't made for it. He's done developing it. Oh, damn, Spence, you was right again? Holy shit, it's kind of crazy, bro. That's like, what, I don't know, 10 in a row now? 25 things that I've predicted 2-3 years in advance now? It's insane, dog. It's crazy when you think back how much of that shit I have literally told everybody at the very beginning, dog. Crazy, bro. Even I couldn't have predicted being that right that many times all along. Like, it's insane. Insane. You know, They could, JLV could have probably put some kind of update in the game. He would have had to spend a lot of time on it to do something like to change the way the terrain is in MX Simulator to make the road system actually kind of like cushioned. He probably could have done something like that, even with the old game engine, but it would have took a lot of man hours to do it. It would have took a lot. And he's just never going to do that, So that's kind of the thing with that. He's just never going to do that. But that could have happened, and then everything I was saying about it would have kind of been, it still would have been true, but it wouldn't have been as like, oh, yeah, bro, you see what I was saying that whole time? It wouldn't have been like that. But now, oh, man, not again. Holy shit. I said, don't let Rush back in. He can't even get through the next series before getting banned again. Oh, I hit up JLV 3-4 months before he got caught key sharing the first time and told JLV, you need to look into this. He's probably key sharing. And 3-4 months later, he gets caught key sharing. Oh, my God, brother. Shit's unreal. But it's so predictable. Oh, my God. It's so predictable. It's not hard to figure out these idiots that are doing this shit. It's not hard. Just look into it. Look into it, bro. Getting that little triple line a little better. Got to hit the second one a little bit harder. Yeah, the alien emojis, or the alien badge is pretty cool. The Spaceman, the only thing with the Spaceman helmet is it's going to be hard to actually make that, where it's hard to make these, membership badges that are like big enough to where you can see what the hell it is, because it's such a small little image. I think it's like 320 by 320, right? Such a small little image, and you're seeing it so small that it's hard to make a badge where it's like you can actually tell what it is. You see what I mean? It's kind of like you got to go with super simplified things like the alien thing that was already kind of basically a normal emoji, right? Like the gray alien that you get on an iPhone emoji. That's kind of what my badge is close to. It's obviously green, but it's like you got to make things differently than you would normally. So I don't even know if a Spaceman helmet would be too possible with... Can you make the name purple? Yeah. I don't know why the membership names are green. I don't know how to change that. So I certainly have already thought about that, though. So I would like to try to, do that. Yeah, I love raindrops even in the stadium. They got sprinklers going off, dog. It's all good. Somebody started a fire, something like that. Got sprinklers going off. That is really funny. It's interesting how this game, you can do the rain mode on any track in the game. Any track in the game. Any custom track, any stock track, in stadium, outside of the stadium, literally any track in the entire game. Which, it's like, that is cool in a certain sense, but on the other hand, sometimes it gets to the point where, let me just not be able to move here. Sometimes it gets to the point where I almost think it would be better off if you couldn't do the rain mode on every single track, but people could make specific rain versions of tracks where that rain falling down and all that was just automatically built into that custom track, right? I don't know. It's, it comes with its positives and its negatives when you have a rain mode that can be on any track in the game, because it's almost like you get to the point where it's like the rain mode doesn't really feel different enough than the normal versions of the tracks as it could be if you were making dedicated rain mode versions of tracks with completely different dirt compounds, completely different textures, all that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? So maybe they can improve on that where it does more of a difference, but as of right now, it barely I don't even think it changes the dirt color. I think it just like kind of changes the lighting a little bit, makes everything a little darker, and then obviously has the rain falling on the screen. I guess it changes the traction a little, just a little bit, not a lot though. I'm not even sure what all it does, but it doesn't do quite enough. You know what I mean? Like the mud mode in this game, the rain mode doesn't do enough changing that, whatever that original base version of that track was. You see what I mean? So I definitely think that can be improved on in the future. Yeah, we got 3 Dudeskies going in here. If any of you guys want to become a member, become a Dudeski today. I get you in my Dudeski role in my Discord. You get a lot of perks. You get a badge beside your name. You get custom emojis to use in the live streams. Blah, 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 blah. It's really just supporting me. So, yeah, appreciate all of you Dudeskis out there. Hoping to grow that some more. I need 2 more Dudeskis to get another, to unlock another emoji for the live chat, custom emojis. So, be cool when I get to that. How long have I been streaming for? Like 2 hours, I think. Just out here big hossing. I mean, that's all there is to it, really. Dude, I was made for live streaming, swear to God. Like all of my YouTube videos, I don't read off of a script. I don't, you know, do any of that bullshit. So live streaming just comes naturally to me, dog. It's like, shit's like, I feel like I'm better at live streaming than I am like YouTubing. You know what I mean? YouTubing, yeah, that's a sport. But you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm good at talking off the top of the head, man. Like, you don't hear me stutter, boy. Like, I'm good at this, dog. Shakiness, man, I don't have no time for that. I've gotten good at talking on the fly over the years without looking at scripts and shit. You become a member by hitting the join button. And I don't think it shows up on mobile, so that's kind of frustrating, but yeah. Apparently you can still send super chats on mobile, but you can't become a member on mobile. I think that's kind of how it is. Hopefully YouTube updates that soon. They really need to now that a lot more people are live streaming. All right, boys, I'm taking a piss real quick. The tea's hitting right, you know what I'm saying, big dog? Be back in just a second. I'm on Spencer Turley's server. Password is Turkey. 2020 St. Louis track on MX Bikes. Hop in here. Hey, boys. I went and took a piss. Straight tea came out, dog. Not even kidding. Just tea. All right, by the way, I need to go get some more tea. So give me a second. Now I'm starting to see what this live streaming shit's all about. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the membership is standard, like it would be on Twitch, like a Twitch sub button. It's basically what it is. $4.99. What's up, Jacob? That's the password to the server, Turkey. Little gobble gobble. Hey, fuck you, Spencer Turkey. I'm really thinking that I'm getting to you, but all your fans call you that too, so I'm really not. God, these kids. What's up, my dude? Ski. Andrew. Let me see. Zigri? Zigri? I don't know how to say your last name. I do not know how to say it, but I appreciate you, dog. Another member? Badass, brother. Hit me up on Instagram at Spencer Turley, no space, no capital letters. I'll remember your name, and I will get you in the Dude Ski roll in my Discord that way. 4 Dude Skis. God dang, Big Hossin. Frick you, Turkey. It's just funny when people think I get offended at things that I don't even remotely think about getting offended from. You see what I'm saying? I like that Zuki, Barney. Shit's looking big hossin'. Alright, let's return to pit. We're just chilling in the pits, doing a little stretching before we go out for second practice. We're going out for the second time practice here. You know. All right, let's see how ruddy this track's getting, bro. Okay, double, trip ski. Get a little careful there. It's getting a little ruddy. Yeah, I haven't rode much on the Zuki. Oh. Haven't rode much on that Takashi 6.9, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. All the Reflex boys know what's up. Triple Spency boy? Yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. You just got to put a little oomph into it. Oh, fuck, big dog. Had a little cross lane action. Hell yeah, brother. I appreciate you, Andrew. You're my 4th member ever. So that's like, if that's not big hoss status, I don't know what is. The what's up, my dudes? Oh, man. Oh, man. God, that went worldwide, didn't it? Holy. Not worldwide, but you know what I'm saying. Motocross gaming worldwide, right? I never in a million years thought that shit would turn into what it did. Holy crap. Like, it's so weird that I think back to that because I didn't say it at my very first videos, right? It was like, hey guys, my name is Spencer Turkey, right? And then, like, I don't know, like maybe a year after making videos, I just kind of like said it in a like MXM track review, right? Just as like, whatever, like I'll just say it like, what's up, my dudes? And then it like slowly but surely over time became, what's up, my dudes? I don't even know how the shit did. Some things are just like meant to be, you know what I mean? Some things are unexplainable in life, dog. That's one of them. Wasn't like I had that shit planned out, like, oh, this is going to become, you know, whatever. Shit, what? It just happened, dog. Just happened. Sometimes in life, you don't need to plan things out too much. That's a big life lesson. Just let the shit happen, dog. Let it happen, you know? If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. You cannot over-plan shit. Because then everything becomes ingenuine when you over-plan it, right? You gotta be careful of that. Yeah, I might have to ban RF for them complaining about me like they did me. It's crazy, isn't it? It's insane. I swear that you cannot ever forget that. Their reasoning for permabanning me back in 17, I forget what the exact wording of it was, but it was like, we're permabanning Spencer Turley because he did not meet our rules in never saying anything negative about us. I don't even know what the fuck it was, but they literally banned me strictly for talking about how unprofessional they were. That was it. Only reason. That was the only reason. Oh my God. And that was the start. That was the start of the downfall right there, boys. They ain't never been the same since. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how that works? Oh shit. That will forever be the biggest hit on RF, the biggest, scandal, whatever you want. That will forever be the biggest one right there. I've tried to top it a few times with a couple other things, but can't top that one, big dog. Yeah, what happened was, so they banned me gave me a 2-week ban from getting up and turning in a corner, because that's what you do in a corner. They gave me a 2-week ban for that. So that's what sparked the first video, which I wasn't even really going off on them in that very first video. I got protesties, right? Shit's so legendary, dog. It's insane. But, I wasn't like really going at RF then. I was just like, what the fuck are you doing banning me for getting up and turning in a corner? That's when you had checkers come in there, go on the forums, make a post, acted like I was a complete fool, like I had no idea what I was talking about. He's like, what's up, my dude? And then trying to make a big joke out of my intro and all that. And so, this professional RF official, right, goes in there and, just completely, it was ridiculous. Acted like I had no idea what I was talking about. Acted like he was Mr. RF boy. He knows all. You can't, disagree or say anything negative. And that's what sparked the second, third, fourth video. Then he donated money to me. Like, good one, dog. You sent me money. Okay. You got me, bro. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll take your $30, big dog. Like, what an idiot. Good Lord. How stupid can you be? Somebody you absolutely hate, and you're like trying to go at them, and you donate them money? Whew, I don't know what to tell you, but I appreciate the money there, buddy. But anyways, that's kind of how it all happened, right? And then the irony, after him getting unprofessional in his post about me after my first video, and then they banned me for being unprofessional to them. It's just like, okay. All right, let's get on a different track here. I feel like we've been riding on this shit for like 3 months. About 3.5 decades, you know what I mean? I'm going to whip up a different track here, boys. Back. Race. Password, as always. Let's get on... Let's see here. Might play around on... Let me see here. Straight rhythm, boys. Wait, yeah, everybody can practice on straight rhythm, right? I think so. All right, straight rhythm. Clear. Okay. Now, I'm not going to ride on the JS compound in this live stream strictly because that's all I rode on in my other live stream, so I don't want to, do that again. Oh, back is getting tight. Old Doug Heffernan. Oh, so once this syncs up here, server name Spencer Turley, password Turkey, you know what it is. Okay. See what the hell's going on here. See how quickly we can flip over the bike on this thing. Dude, I love this live stream shit though. I'm starting to get a little bit addicted. This is fun. Alright. Got the little metal grate. Okay. Let me remember this track again. Double. Oh, I got a little scared there. I should have just hit the gas. I know you can jump into that, right? Triple. Triple. I know there's a quad there you can jump in. I'll probably hit it here in a second. Okay. Jump to there. Jump over this. Okay. I think you can jump into that one too, if I'm not mistaken. This, jump to there. Got to hit the gas 10% more. This is like a little quad shit. Got to hit that a little faster. Yeah, it's crazy. The fuck? Hello? Cannot go to track. The fuck is this? Pre-start? Oh, it's actually racing. What the fuck? There's dudes racing. Hello? Barna versus I Scrub Ruts. Let me in the fucking race. Are they like racing? I think they're racing right now. Okay, so I think it's going to throw me in there once they get done with their race. Huh. Interesting. Even though I'm on free practice on this shit, it's like still they're racing. That's weird. Let's see. Okay. Practice in progress. What the fuck is this? Camera, helmet 1. What? Done? What the hell is going on? He says, "No, I'm floating in the sky, dude." Okay, I don't even know if this is going to work doing this on the straight rhythm. I don't think it is. I think it's got something like messed up with it. So let's go to a different track. I don't know why it's doing that. All right. Yeah, I had it on open practice. I guess it's just not capable of doing that. I don't know. Let's go on some Washougal, dog. I know this is a Supercross stream here, but let's go on Washougal or Washington. All right, clear conditions. Sent to Turley server name, turkey password, Washougal default stock track. I'm pretty sure it is in the game. So once it gets synced up, you can join in. I got my Planers Deluxe Mix Nuts on deck. Don't worry. Damn, we got 2 new members in this live stream. That's badass. That's the first time I've ever gotten 2 in one live stream. I'll let some of you boys join in here, and then I'll go to the pits so that it loads in your bike. What's up, Mill? What's up, dude? We're just out here doing a 25-hour-long live stream. No big deal. I appreciate all you dudes tuning in, though. It means a lot to me on these early day live streams. All right, let's get return to pit. So I'm on Spencer Turley server, Turkey password, Washington track. Oh, Jez. Oh, jeez, bro. All right, let's run some laps, boys. Run some laps. I'll get some more Supercross tracks downloaded before the next stream, and we'll try to run on some different stuff. I will say this default like Washington track in this game certainly seems to be like the scaling of it. All of these like lanes and shit seem to be like not as long as they would be on MX Simulator. You know what I mean? Which can definitely give it somewhat of a little bit of a bizarre experience in a way, for sure. But it's not bad. Definitely think a little more pre-made roughness would have done this track a dandy, but... And maybe a couple of pre-made inside ruts, right? They haven't really done a whole lot of that in this game yet, which is interesting. Gotta love the when you don't even hit the fence and it still swallows you. That's a good time. Andrew, I'll probably be live streaming for like another hour or two at least. Newt says, what you munching on, Turkey? Some Planers Deluxe Mix Nuts. Not sponsored. Right? Oh. This game definitely has a feeling of like, once you get going on a track, certainly seems to be a lot easier than when you wreck and you're trying to like get back up, right? Has a lot easier of a feel once you get going than that slow to trying to get going, you know what I mean? Try to get this thing going a little here, though. Really fun little jump up here. I'll try to show you guys. Fun to hit up the inside. Oof! Hit that a little hard, didn't I? This one right here. Oh, got a little lag from Barna joining in. Spencer Turley server name, Turkey password. You know what it is. Yeah, like this whole hill, first hill area seems shorter to me than it would on MXM. And like specifically this jump right down this hill right here seems a lot shorter. And this whole corner area seems a lot like not really like tighter necessarily, but just shorter. You know what I mean? It's like some of these lanes are just shorter than they would be on Sim. Holy shit. Let me flip over. Hey, I appreciate you, Andrew. I appreciate the membership, man. I'll be live streaming a lot more here soon, so. I don't know why the hell Barna keeps disconnecting. I don't know if he's having some kind of connection issue or what. Yeah, it was a clever use of the custom dude emoji. Here we go again. Why are your bike graphics so low? Why I have to continue to explain this, I don't know, but I'm about to just stop explaining it because it's not that big of a deal. Dog, I have all of my graphics turned down to try to avoid the grain effect that the game will get if you have your graphics too high. On YouTube, it'll make the whole video just look like a bunch of grainy bullshit, like you got snow falling on a video and it makes it grainy. Same way with these dirt bike games in first person. If you have the graphics too high, everything will just look grainy. So that's why I have the graphics low. I never knew people would be so concerned about a slightly more blurry bar pad in my life, dog. It's insane. It's like, oh my God, Spencer. I could have any of these games maxed out graphics. That's not the concern. It's just trying to avoid that grain effect on YouTube. I do it with MXSim as well. I have my MXSim graphics literally on half of what they could be, just to avoid that grain effect. YouTube really needs to fix that to where it just doesn't do that anyways. You know what I mean? I don't know why it still does that. Like, it'll do that in any videos that have snow or rain, or specifically like these kind. The reason why it does it in these simulators in first person is because you got a lot of quick movement over very texturized terrain and or grass or whatever it is, you know. And so that moving past the screen at a fast rate like that sort of jacks up the way that YouTube like processes it. Right? So then it makes it like it, you know, I could come in here and have the graphics on 100% maxed out, and it's going to look great on the MP4 version of it, but as soon as I upload it to YouTube, it's going to go to complete shit. That's going to go to Grain Town, right? It's going to be a completely different thing. So that's why I do that. So I don't know what exact setting is. I'm trying to figure out how to, you know, only get it to where it's lowering the dirt texture, but not the bike texture. I'm trying to kind of get that a little better. I'll have that better in future live streams. But as of right now, I just lowered basically everything just to try to get that grain effect as low as possible, right? If I wanted to ride with max field of view, I would be riding with maximum field of view. No, you don't have to explain to me. Go in there and turn your field of view up. I've already done that. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it feels. So I'm not going to run it. That's a fun little jump right there, bro. What's up, new dudes tuning in? Yeah, people act like I've not tested any other camera settings at all. Like, dog, I've went in there and tried some things. I don't really like the way any of it feels. So, let me be, bro. It's funny when in these simulators, it's like people try to get other people to set their first-person camera up like they set their first-person camera up so it looks more like it does when they're riding. It's just like, dog, holy shit. It's not about you. It's about what I want to have my camera settings set to. What feels better to me. I couldn't give a shit about what you run or what... None of that matters. It matters what feels the best to me. So, see what I'm saying? There is nothing that's more personal than a camera setting. That is like one of the most personal things. Everybody sets their camera up completely differently. Some people have high field of view, low field of view. Some people have not locked to the bike, locked to the bike. So you just got to let people be, dog, when it comes to that. Now, in the future, when I've played this game a lot more, maybe I'll go in there and change some settings, first-person camera settings, but as of right now, I couldn't give a shit about it. Really don't care. I'm just trying to learn the game. Like, I don't care about first-person shit. I live on the moon, dog. Should be pretty obvious. Yeah, I don't know why this track's jacking up for you, Barna. Not sure. Does seem like quite a few dudes are disconnecting, so, I don't know if that's like, I would highly doubt that's on my end. I'm not sure why it's doing that. See, even with me having my graphics turned way down, you still get some of that grain effect. Let me go to a track right here. Let me go to a track that I know for a fact has a lot of the grain effect on it, just to show you what I'm talking about on this shit, okay? Let me just show you. Testing. It's, let me see. This one right here. This one in particular, for whatever reason, the ground decal causes this shit to go super grainy. And that's why you have to have your graphics low when you're creating content for these simulators. I'm telling you. Go in there and, you know, have your graphics maxed out on MX Sim or MX Bikes and see how good the footage looks. You're going to be like, what the fuck is this? Just go in there. Whoa, it's still got the ruts from way, like, videos ago. Holy shit. Kind of crazy. I'm not on a server now, big dog, but I'll probably get back on one here in a second, just trying to show something here. So you should be able to see what I'm talking about. And this is even with the graphics turned all the way down, right? So certain tracks do this worse than others. Like on MX Simulator, some of the, like I think it's like 19 or 18 Southwick, one of those does it really bad. So you can kind of see it a little bit in the gameplay, the grainy effect. Yeah, so I don't know what's really causing that as much on MX Bikes in particular. I don't know if it's certain tracks with grass. I just know on MX Simulator, it's the dirt texture. Like how high res you have the dirt texture, that's what causes it. And it makes sense because, you know, it creates that... where you've got a lot of little texturized shit moving past the screen really fast, so you can kind of see how that would create that sort of look, right? Alright, just had to show that. Let's hit it with the bag button. We'll get on a different Supercross track here in a race. What the fuck? Look at this shit. My cursor's literally some dirt. My cursor's a dirt glob. What the actual fuck? What kind of bug is that? It's literally a dirt glob. I have no idea what's going on there. Okay. Let's go... Nevada 13. Nevada 13, open practice clear, syncing up now. man, been live streaming for like hour and a half. Holy, or 2.5 hours. Holy shit. You're straight big hossing out here, to be honest. I don't know how some of these dudes live stream for like 24 hours and shit. Oh my god. Like literally 80% of the stream is just like they're not even talking. They're just like sitting there like a zombie. I think the perfect like stream time frame would be like anywhere from an hour to like 4 hours. That's like the perfect time frame. Look at this buggy shit. All right. Server name is Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey. We're on a stock Supercross track. It's the 13 Nevada, right? This one's got the big daddy rhythm at the start. Oh, this shit scares the shit out of me, dude. That's not the big rhythm, by the way. No, 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 no. That's not the big one. There's a big daddy fatty line on that section. Ooh! Concrete tough blocks are savage. Alright, let's see here. Inside, inside, inside. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, ooh! Calm down, Spence. Calm your titties down, boy. Trip ski. Let me die, okay. Let me die again, okay. Let me die again, okay. Alright, let's see if we can get the vibing on this track a little bit. Oh, I gotta jump that just a little bit further. What's up, Flagger? What's up, dog? Yeah, I'll have to go to the pits after quite a few dudes join, or I'll see the weird white bike shit. Later, nerd. So that wasn't the big line either. That was like a smaller, little bit smaller line. We're vibing a little bit. Boys, we got memberships, we got super chats. Become a Dudeski today. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is hit the join button and it will tell you what perks you get with it. Still kind of working on some different emoji stuff and badges and stuff for it, but we got some cool stuff there. We vibing a little, and then I'm dead. Gotta love those tough blocks. These are some tough blocks, you know what I'm saying? God dang, I'm a legend. Okay, first gear there. Well, I've got to lean properly, but that's kind of the speed you have to get to. It's like a quad in, I think. But it's really bizarre trying to hit. Let me return to pit here. I don't know what the fuck my cursor's doing. I have no clue. Shit is spazzing. All right. Now we should be able to load everybody else's bike in. Dude, I'm having fun with these live streams, though. There's just a whole different thing with live streams than videos, for sure. There's that big boy. Almost landed it. Needed like 10% more speed. The tricky part about that jump right there, though, is it's like you're trying to get enough speed, but don't not hit the first jump too hard or you'll just flip right over, right? It's one of those very fine balance initial big jump in lines right there. Very tricky to hit that. Reminds me of like trying to hit some big line on MX Sim. Very similar type deal. See if we can get taken out here real quick. Oh, or just take myself out. That was fun. It's cool. Oh. Okay. Got it. Big vibin'. Just having fun, dude. Just having fun. Who knows what the future holds for MXM, man? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. I just know I'm not going to be participating in this shit until it really changes from the way it is right now. I'm just not even going to waste my time. Like, I'll play sim for fun and make tracks and stuff, but that's about it, you know? And the sad part is I don't know if it is going to change. I don't know if it is going to go back to like it was before. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, so that's a little bit unfortunate. And once it gets to the point where MX Bikes continues to get updated and everything, and then it's got a full-blown pro series, if it ever gets to that point where MX Bikes starts like taking a lot of people, a lot of the pro dudes from MX Simulator and shit, it's all over for MX Sim. It's all over. Like, MX Sim better do something in this next year or two, or it ain't gonna be good. It is not gonna be good. There we go. What the? I think I need to be in second gear on that. What's up, Zach? Yeah, MX Simulator is killing itself from the inside. It's insane. Like, how do you fuck up literally the greatest motocross physics gameplay game there ever has been? How do you jack that up? I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. I don't know. It's insane. But they'll never admit that, you know. The RF officials will never admit what's really going on. They'll never act like the shit's going absolutely down the shitter. No, in their minds, it's all going great. Yeah, we're progressing a road, and look at us, and oh my God, things are just going so great. Look at this. Meanwhile, they can literally barely even fill up a gate. Hey, there's no problems out here, bro. There's nothing going wrong. They're living in a fairy tale land, dog. Cracks me up. Just look at the numbers. That's all you got to do, brother. Numbers don't lie, man. They don't. I'm telling you. All right, I'm way too scared to hit the Big Daddy line there, but still got like 20 dude skis up in the stream. Appreciate you, boys. Oof. Ooh. Oh, man. Oh. Dude, I tell you what, that 2020 St. Louis track is fun as shit in this game. That thing is solid, bro. Like, from the pit area to the track design to the big lines, shit's awesome. They're really starting to step up the Supercross track designs in this game with some of those new custom Supercross tracks for sure. If they can continue down that road, got some potential. Ah! Be careful, dog. I might have to protest you. Oh, yeah, and then on top of all that, I've never protested anybody for anything in RF racing, ever. All the times lappers got in my way, took me out, did all this, but I've never protested anybody in the game for anything, and never will. You want to know why? Because I can handle my own fate. I can deal with what happens on the track. Some of you boys that are protesting 5 people every race, you need to grow up. Like, holy shit. So that's just another one of those added on things whenever you know, I got protested by the co-owner of Starcher Systems, not Kellen, but fuck was his name? I can't remember his last name, but either way, like it's like that. It's like, really, you're gonna come in here and protest me for getting up and turning in a corner when I've never protested anybody in my entire life. I got up and turned in a corner over a blind jump, and you got butthurt over nothing. And I got a 2-week suspension for that because RF just did not even look at the situation. They were just like, oh, yep, he got up and someone ran into him. So, 2-week ban. Just like, fuck was that, dude? Gotta say, it was the start of the end for RF, so it is what it is. Yeah, that dude, what was his name? I'm trying to remember. Was it Jeremy? It wasn't Jeremy Cohenhauer, I know that, obviously. But what was his name? Can't remember his name now. There's like 500 Jeremys in the game. I think that's what it was. I can't even remember his name. He literally like completely left the game after that too. Like have not seen him anywhere in the game after all that went down. Does he even still do stuff on Starcher Systems? I don't think so. Now it's like Kellen only, right? Oof. Big Daddy jump rhythms. Man, we've been live streaming, boys. Been at it for a minute. But we're just getting started, bro. Oh, that is such a big jump. Especially when the ruts get there. I literally can't even remember the dude's name. That's how, like, quickly he disappeared after that. I cannot even remember his name. That actually, you know, called for the protest and the suspension. Dude that actually ran into me over the blind jump. I fucking can't even think of his name. What is these... Oh, it's cracking me up, bro. Pretty sure his first name is Jeremy. I don't know, though. Who was the co-owner? Who is the co-owner of Starcher Systems? That's who it is. But he, like, fell off the face of the earth after that happened. I don't know. Shit's skipping my mind now. It's been a long time since all that went down, though. That was back in 2017, bro. 3 years, almost 4 years ago now. Crazy to think it was that long ago when that happened. And then there was the whole, like, weird shit where it was like, you know, he was the co-owner of the dudes doing the live stream for the race. So it was like, oh yeah, RF would not be, you know, biased in the favor for them at all. Definitely not, right? So that was like just a whole nother aspect of it, right? I mean, I've not seen that dude racing. I've not seen him on Starcher Systems. I don't know where he went. Disappeared. I was looking at chat. Can you change the track deformation on MX bikes? No, I don't think so. I think it's built into the track, dog. I think it's like, you know, different tracks have different types of levels of terrain deformation or whatever, but I don't think you can actually change it while you're on the track, right? You kind of do that when you're making the custom track, I believe. There's that big jump. There we go, boys. That's what I was trying to hit before. You just got to hit that shit perfect. Then you can get it. No, it was not Checkers. Checkers was the one that was the RF official that, you know, handled the whole situation, but he wasn't the one that actually hit me. Yeah, we was playing chess the whole time, and they was just out there playing checkers. Nah, it was the I know Checkers got on there a few times with Kellen in live streams, but he's not the co-owner of Start Your Systems. Like, people don't even know who the co-owner was of Start Your Systems because he completely disappeared. People don't even know who he was. I think his first name is Jeremy. I can't be 100 on that. I can't remember his last name because there's like 35 Jeremys in the game, and it's like skipping my mind now. I cannot remember his last name. If I went back and watched that original video, I would be able to tell you, but I don't know. Oh, Big Daddy lines. Ooh, making a little hole right there, isn't it? There's literally like, isn't that like the most common like motocross name you've ever heard in your life? There's Jeremy Cohenhauer, Jeremy Smith, Jeremy Shipley, Jeremy McGrath. I mean, shit just keeps going. Jeremy Lusk, Jeremy Twitch Steenberg, Jeremy. I mean, it's just like constant. Jeremy Titley, like, oh man. That's so funny. That's funny though, when somebody falls off the face of the earth so hard that you can't even remember their name, like you can't even remember who they were. I don't know what happened to him. Jeremy Martin, Jimmy McGarth. I mean, it just keeps going, big dog. Keeps going. Who the hell was the co-host of Start Your Systems? Jeremy. Who was it? Like, he was in a lot of the videos when Start Your Systems like first started up, and then like a year or two into it, he just vanished. Like, all that shit happened, or he ran into me and then protested me for getting up and turning in a corner over a blind jump, and then he literally just disappeared. And I cannot for the life of me remember who he was. Jeremy Henners. That was the boy. That was the guy. Yeah, so just imagine, you come over a blind jump after a whoop section, right? The only reason I was even on the ground was because there was like 3 dudes crashed over the blind jump, or I wouldn't even have been on the ground. So I wreck into them, right? There's like 5 dudes down over this blind jump. So I get up and turn in the corner because that's the only place I can go. Cannot even go up the berm anymore. There's like 7 dudes wrecked up the berm. So I get up, I'm literally in the corner, halfway in the corner, turn in the corner, and here comes Jeremy Henners coming through the whoops, comes over that blind jump and runs into me and some other kid and gets all mad and then protests us. And RF doesn't even really look at the situation. Instantly gives me a 2-week suspension. And get this, I emailed Checkers before I ever even made any kind of video on it. A lot of people don't know about this, I don't think. I emailed him like, yo, really, dude? Like, did you even look at this situation? Like, what the hell is going on? He never even emailed me back. Never acknowledged that I emailed him. Never did nothing. So that's where the video making started happening. Right? Then it all got serious. Old Jeremy Henners, man. Yeah, I totally forgot about that last name there. So, but, I wasn't even really mad at Henners. It became more an issue of Checkers being the main RF official doing all the bullshit, he was doing at that point. Permabanning me just for talking about how unprofessional RF was. That was it. That was their whole reasoning for permabanning me. That was it. I did nothing else. That was all they could permaban me for. And they let Rush Chapman back in a year later after literally key sharing in a pro race. Somebody else riding for him in an entire pro race, and they let him back in a year later, and they tried to permaban me just for talking about how unprofessional they were. Oh, man. You just can't you can't forgive over some things, you know? You just can't, dude. I mean, we kind of whatever, you know, agreed to disagree or whatever after that situation. I literally hit them up. I was like, you do realize you're breaking the law here because you're dictating freedom of speech. You're banning me out of a series just for some things that I said. You can't do that. So then they ended up letting me back in because that was the right thing to do, right? And so then ever since that, I have not seen RF ban anybody just for talking about RF, right? Or talking about how unprofessional they are or a certain situation. They have not banned anybody for that since. So this kind of goes to show you, was I right or was I right? They were literally trying to silence people that were saying things negative about them. They were trying to silence people, trying to expose them by just banning you. It was insane, dog. Insane. Think about the mindset you got to have to even do that. Like, holy crap. So that pretty much, you know, made Checkers lose all credibility right there just for doing that. It's like, really? And you're the top dude in RF, and you're going to ban me just for talking about you? Come on now. And everything I was saying was true. That was the other crazy part about it, right? It was like, what are you scared of, RF? You got to ban me for talking about you? Like, what? So now, anytime Checkers, you know, sees me on the forums or anywhere, he just hits me with the, hey, man, glad to have you back. Just that, like, kind of standard, I'm not going to cause any trouble with you, right? But that was the start of the RF unprofessionalism. That was the first time I'd ever seen it to that level. That was the start of it right there. And it's just gotten worse ever since, right? But that was the origination of all that. What's up, Hunter? What's up, buddy? Yeah, brothers. We're just out here chilling on some Supercross. Spencer Turley is the server name. Turkey is the password. We're on 13 Nevada, pretty sure. Stock Supercross track in the game, right? Oh, got a little boost from that dude. Oof. Then he slays me. And I mean, what was happening at that point in time was, you know, RF could do all these little shady things behind the scenes or be unprofessional with somebody or whatever, and they really had no, like, consequence to acting that way or repercussion to acting that way. But then when I started going in there and actually making YouTube videos and it got out to the mass majority and the mass, you know, public, that's when everything started to change. That's when they started to clean up their act when it came to stuff like that, because now you've got, you know, somebody can actually put you on blast for what you're doing and what you're saying. So that sort of changed RF's tune at that point. Then they shut down. Then they came back. Then they wasn't the same anymore. So that's kind of where all that started, dog. Oh my God. How did I not just die? This kid's going to have to chill. He's big hossing out here. 22 Chad Reed in the live stream. Dude, I don't know how much more I'm going to live stream, but just chilling, playing the game. I got to take a fat piss. Be right back. So this one dude giving me the wave, brother. This one dude says you can add deformation multiplier on MX bikes, but it only works on testing. Interesting. I actually didn't know that. Little gas. That's pretty sick. This game is like, how much is this shit? 30? Is that what it is? 39? I don't know. Something like that. It's not full price because it's still technically like early access beta, whatever, right? Oh. They got me stuck here, boys. All right. Dude, I love this live streaming, though. The more I'm getting into this, dude, I love this shit. I'm going to have a lot of fun coming in here doing some Warzone live streams, some PUBG live streams, MX Simulator live streams, right? It's a lot of fun. There's definitely something that live streaming gives me that videos just can't, like, it's a whole different animal, right? Ooh! See if we can hit the Big Daddy line. See, it's like you gotta let off right before you hit the first jump. I use a controller. I actually used a mouse and keyboard on MX Sim when I first got into it for like the first, I don't know, probably month that I played MX Sim. And then I got a controller for that, and then I went pro like 6 months later. 450 pro 6 months later. Yeah, the thing about the key sharing and hacking and all that, like once you do it once, you can never be trusted again. That's the thing about it, you know? I have never done any of that, never been caught doing any of that, never done any of that. So you can trust when I get a good result on MX Sim. You can't even say that about so many of those top dudes now on Sim. You can't even say it anymore because they've been caught doing that at one point in time. Once you do it once, that's all it takes. It's all it takes, bro. If you do it once, you'll do it twice. And if you'll key share, you'll hack. So basically, if you key share once in a pro race, it's pretty much just, you're known for that forever at that point. You're no longer a legit racing dude. So that's why, you know, Rush Chapman, Colt Mitchell, all these different dudes, that's why they've you know, going to be known for that now. It's just like, why would you key share and then completely ruin your entire legacy in the game? I guess they don't think it's going to ruin their legacy, and their little buddies tell them, no, you're still good at the game, dude. You're still good. Even though you're banned, you're still fast. You're good, dude. I guess they have that mindset, but the real people in the game look at that like, okay, you cheated in a pro race, so we're never going to trust you again. That's really how the legit racers in MX Sim look at all that shit. But some of them boys don't seem to understand that, I guess. I don't know. And plus, what it does is it basically invalidates all of your results that you've gotten in the past. So if you go in there and win, you know, 6 RF main events, and then you get caught key sharing, now all of those 6 main events that you won, you may or may not have done it legitly. Now nobody knows if you did or not because you've been caught doing some shady shit. So now none of that even matters. Now it's like you have no wins. You see what I'm saying? That's why you don't do that shit. Like, but that's the thing, you know. Some people, they just don't care. They just don't really care about the game. They don't. So I'm really hoping that you know, when MX Bikes gets its real professional series going and all that, and a lot of people get into it and shit, I hope that they're strict enough on the rules from the jump. You know, key share and hacking, it's permaban, no matter what, no questions asked, right? I hope they're sturdy enough on that shit, or the same thing will happen to MX Bikes, right? Not exactly the same, because obviously it's a newer game, so it's probably at least a little harder to hack than MX Sim is, but you see what I'm saying? Favorite MX game is MX Simulator pre-2018. It's kind of sad I have to preface it now with that. But it's interesting, though, because MX Bikes has definitely a different sort of like in-air gravitational pull sort of feeling to it, right? It definitely does have a different, a different like physics gravitational pull feeling. So they do feel different for sure in that sense in the air. Like I noticed that when I went back and played some MX Sim. Definitely feels different in the air for sure. Did you stop playing Supercross the game 3? Yeah, I mean, I don't really, like, play it like I did when it first came out, but I've just been kind of getting into some other stuff, and, you know, it's kind of like those milestone games. I mean, they're fun, and Supercross 3 obviously has a lot better of a feeling than any other milestone game, but it just kind of starts getting in that same thing where you just run out of track content. You just run out of shit to ride on, you know? When you don't have that full-blown PC-based track editor, like some of these other games, you just run out of shit to ride on, basically. That's what happens with it. Dude, we've been live streaming for, 3 hours now? Just Big Hoss status in every single way. I mean, just no other way to say it. Boys, I appreciate all the memberships. Become a Dudeski today. Get in my Dudeski role on my Discord that way. I think I need like one more member to get another custom emoji, so I'll be making some cool, another custom emoji for live chat when that happens. IRL riding video? Oh, so with me moving and doing everything this year, and everything else that's going on this year in real life, I really don't even want to risk an injury. I don't want to do any of that right now. And then some of the tracks that are supposed to be open are not open. There's a lot of bullshit going on in real life right now that, honestly, I'm probably not going to be riding any real life motocross till next year. Just too much shit going on, you know? Man, that is a hard rhythm to hit when you're trying to talk. Finally, I'm in the lobby after 2 hours. Good one, Doug. Yeah, I don't know what that, like, syncing for a decade thing is. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, you're her. But yeah, to any of you guys that become members, obviously I'm going to be live streaming a lot more. This is like my, fucking 5th live stream in 2 weeks, so, you know, we're definitely getting that going. This is just the start, boys. Been at it a minute, but we're just getting started. I almost feel like you can quad this. That would be a Huck Daddy Fatty hitting that. Oh, man. I don't know, though. Woo-wee. Gonna take some balls. See if we can do it. I'll try it on the next lap. I'll try her on the next lap, brother. Even this one right here, I mean, when that starts getting a little, like, deformed right on that, it's just, like, not even worth it. Yeah, tough blocks kill me. They have got to fix that in this game. Gotta do it, bro. I don't know if this dude's trying to race me or what, but I'm not going to hit that quad because I want to try to catch this guy. See if I can do it. Came up short on that triple. That put me back just a little. We're hitting the small line here. And then I'm going to die here. Just kidding. See if we can get this thing going a little here, brother. Woo! It's getting a little deformed. Getting a little deformed. Yeah, you can tell this dude's trying so hard right now. He's like, bro, I'm in front of Spencer on the live stream. Oh my God, don't wreck, don't wreck. Hit this right. He's like sweating. Palms are absolutely sweating. He's taking this super seriously. Oh my God, Spencer. Holy crap. Don't wreck, don't wreck, don't wreck. Oh, I'm still ahead of him. Oh, I almost wrecked. Oh, man. Dude, I look so fast in front of Spence. Holy shit, bro. Everybody's going to think I'm a pro. Oh, wow, dude. All right, we're triple into there, jump into there. Yeah. Still got a single there, which you lose a little bit of time doing that, right? That big line is, I don't know if that's worth it in like a racing situation. I just don't know. Thing is big hossing, bro. Oh, why do I keep hitting that? Why do I do that? And then I can't move. Great game, great game. Had a good little race going there, but no. Hit a tough block and then it's over. It's over. Keep coming up like an inch short on that one jump. Not sure why that's happening. Oh my, that's the first time I've ever hit a tough block and didn't just instantly die. Swear to God. That's the first time it's ever happened in this game. Now I'm like 25 sections behind now. You could just about like triple into that, but I don't think that's worth it. I feel like with MX bikes, it's kind of like you get to a point where I feel like the skill cap is a lot more like smaller on MX bikes than it is MX Simulator. Like I almost feel like, you know, there's a lot more people at a certain faster level on MX bikes than there is MX Simulator. You see what I'm saying? I really feel like that is the case. Like if I sat down and played this game for, you know, every night for another month, I feel like I would have the game completely maxed out. Like could not go any more, you know? Whereas MX Simulator, it's like you never really get to that point where you're completely maxed out everywhere. Boys, I'm starting another race up on, dude, I love this 2020 St. Louis. This track's legit, bro. Some dude taking off. We're syncing up. 2020 St. Louis, boys. Damn, long live stream. Long live stream. All right, boys. I was going to run another race there, but I'm getting pretty wore out here. I don't want to, totally drop myself into the ground. I appreciate all the new members. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate all you dudes tuning in. I'll be back really soon on another live stream. Either way, later, dudes.